It's fine.
All right.
As long as if Ray doesn't have to talk and doesn't have to steer the ship off the road like he usually does, then it's good. Yeah.
Look at me. I'm the captain now.
There you go. Yeah, you can have it. Good, because we drive it straight into a volcano usually. So
except for that's the heart, Tim, and that can never be mended. You know that. The heart always breaks.
Nah, dude, one of your girlfriends take care of that for you.
Oh. No, they usually go, well, thank you for the free meal. Have a good day, sir.
Ray is a 60-year-old man in a 30-year-old's body.
I am, yeah.
If anyone doesn't know.
Nice.
His references are like way older than they should be for someone his age.
Oh, you know.
I would love to see that fight. And I would be rooting for Greg Hardy the entire time.
Anything. If you've ever wanted to see me in pain at any point that we've been hanging out, today's your day.
Ray, they see you in pain every time you do a set.
This is true.
Damn.
Yeah. So Thomas has seen it and Tim's never seen it. No, it was basically if Mortal Kombat was a shitty like Saturday morning cartoon. Like
yeah, exactly.
They had like they had a Native American character on there. They had the street tough black guy. Like they had all the stereotypes. WMAC masters.
There it is.
It's such a.
So you're saying it doesn't hold up? Is that what you're trying to say?
It does not at all.
It doesn't look full, Ray. Let me see that glass. No, Ray, top it off.
This is like goddamn amazing.
Yeah.
No, I just want you to follow the rules. What happens if you don't follow the rules? The wheel gets you back again.
This is true.
Why don't you two fight each other?
I've been thinking that, but I didn't want to say anything.
We have talked about this
I'm still out of
for
shit.
years, man.
Right now.
I am so down. I will meet him at a weight. I don't care if I have to gain weight to fucking fight Tim, but it would mostly be like it would be a rolling match in the cage.
Pretty
like
much.
somebody would take someone down.
What's crazy is out of all of us, Tim looks like he's most likely to be the wrestling fan.
I see so many fucking guys who look like Tim Danko at AIW shows. It's not even funny, and I love I see him. I'm like, I want to buy him a shot, but it's not Tim, and I get sad.
Yeah, and this kid's going to be a star, obviously, and that's what they wanted to happen. They want him to get a big win in London. They're hoping that was going to happen. I mean, did they give him somebody they think he could beat? Well, yeah, but I mean, it's not like Vargas isn't tough. Vargas is a tough guy. And yeah, Pimblett was a big favorite. But that's what they wanted to happen. They want this kid to be one of their next big stars, especially in the lightweight division. And now he's won two fights, one by knockout, right, and one by submission. So now he's going to fight somebody tough. And that division's super stacked. So there's tons of people he could fight. Before you put me on, I'm screaming at my microphone because you didn't put me on. I'm like, she's Mexican, you racist asshole!
I don't know
Hispanic, you monster! But you didn't put me on because you want to talk wrestling. He had I only had one fight. He had two fights, but my one fight lasted longer than his two fights combined by like a lot. I think both of his fights were inside of a minute.
And how did your fight end, Tim?
I got TKO'd in the second round. There's a lot of guys, strikers that have just became fantastic at takedown defense. I mean, Anderson Silva was good at it. Like Judo Santos was good at it. I mean, those are just the first two I think of. But there's been a lot that, I mean, if you're a striker like that, you have to have good takedown defense. There's been a lot of guys who have great takedown defense, and he's one of them. However, I mean, Robert Whittaker is a striker first. He's not a wrestler. And however, neither really is Cannonier. Maybe a little bit more, but I don't really expect Cannonier to fight him that way. I'm excited to see that fight, though. I don't expect Izzy to lose at all, but I like Cannonier a lot. He's a tough guy, so I'll definitely watch that fight. But if either of us touch the other one's liver, we'll die, Ray.
Probably. That'd be fun. I want to be the first MMA death of like a true amateur, where it's like the worst fight ever. How
bad would it be if you got
MMA fight, bro?
Killed in the cage. You got killed in the cage by me.
Yes.
His liver exploded.
And we're live. We're live. Tim Danko next to me, Ray Highclack right here. I am Himothy for today because it was Timothy that he put in the thing. So I am Himothy, which is him.
Which is, man, it's definitely not working now because you can't see that. That's not up anymore, right? So now you just look like an idiot.
I look like Himothy. I'm Himothy, bro.
Well, Kiss of Dawn, yeah. Heartbreaker.
Oh boy.
Heart killer. That's what it is. Heart killer. Flatliner for a heart killer. Sorry.
Yeah, I have no idea what that song is.
Him.
I only know Wings of a Butterfly. That's the only one I know. Yeah, it's because like him was like a weird time in like rock for me, where I really was like not giving a shit about anything but like maybe Gwar and like any of the like real metal bands of the day. I didn't care anymore.
So you were
Pulse. I see you in the thing. We'll bring you on here in a second.
So you were being a prude. You were being a metal prude.
Yes. I could not show them my love. Okay.
You know what? I don't know. I think when I first heard about him, I thought it was something different than it was. Because like the people that I knew that were into it, I'm like, I don't know if I'm gonna like this band. This is like a weird. This is like and the Heartsagram thing. I'm like, it's like a culty band. What is this? And when I heard him for the first time, I'm like, oh no, this is gnarly. This is not bad.
They were just Danish doofuses. That's all they were.
Yeah, but I like that kind. I like that kind of metal. Actually, it's just they're a little too fancy for my taste.
Yeah,
you know.
Yeah, it's like
well,
AFI.
That's the word.
AFI was like that's super. How about all the abandoned malls in Cleveland? There's a lot. There's a lot.
Yeah, there's a handful.
Even just like in my vicinity, there's probably
every
like
time I watch
5.
Every time I watch the Miss Murder video, I laugh because it's like so. Is a mega super swoosh, right? And that guy's chin could like could chisel granite, and like, and it's like the nasaliest of the nasally emo singers.
Yeah,
I love that song though. It's a bop.
Lay me, or what was the Miss Murder one? Like, as I lay me down to sleep, or whatever the fuck it was. They had like, the AFI. I can't remember exactly like the name of the song or the lyrics. It was like the opening of the video.
I watched a show on Vice about abandoned malls in Cleveland. Is that what they're going to now? Like on Vice, they have nothing left.
No, there's Hey, thank you, Live Karma 81. Hopefully you don't have us say anything racist. Thank you. We appreciate it.
What? Is that what? Sheesh. That's what Ray tells all the new fans, actually.
Yeah.
It's like, hello, thanks for being here. We appreciate it. Don't be too racist.
Innuendo is fine.
But he says that to cover his own ass, because if you've watched the show, the most racist is Ray.
Nah, I wouldn't say that. I think you're more racist than I am.
Oh yeah,
because you live in a white neighborhood. I do not. I live in a mixed neighborhood. Yours is all white with a Dollar Tree or a Dollar General across the street. Can't get more white neighborhood.
Hey, there's a black guy in this house all the time. All right, it's fine.
Mm-hmm.
It's fine.
I'm not saying there's exceptions to the rule. But speaking of the exception to the rule, we've given him another chance to prove himself to us, and he came prepared.
Is there an eclipse going on? What is this?
Bring your camera down. Bring your camera down a little bit.
No, I only want the nose up. All right.
Okay. Well, then listen to Tim. He's the one that calls the camera angles.
Like what?
Here.
No. Pauls, what in the reading rainbow is going on right now?
I'm bringing a little LeVar Burton flair to the Bro panel.
Apparently.
I was about to say, you look like Geordi going to a rave from Star Trek.
I think the worst is like it's a camera, but I'm still getting like a glare. Like it's like I'm still being blinded by a glare, and there's a camera involved. Like you're hundreds of miles away, and I'm still being blinded.
Let's see if I can think these.
Are those backlit? Oh, they're backlit! Holy shit! All right, he won me over. He gets the job immediately. He has cool glasses.
Like, do they come with the ecstasy, or is that sold separately?
They came with glow sticks.
Okay. Well, okay. Well, there you go.
Even better. Pulse, how you been, buddy?
I've been pretty good. How are y'all?
I'm doing good.
Fine.
Yeah, drinking my problems away like a good Midwesterner should. For every day.
Well, it's self-medicating, Ray. We're trying to do it to better ourselves.
Yes, absolutely. And I feel like in 2 OVIs between us, it's definitely we've improved ourselves a lot.
Speaking of OVIs,
oh God,
did you hear about no, I did. I sent you this. I'll pull the article up later, but the Pirates driver of the driver of the Pirates team bus got a DUI.
Yes,
that was amazing.
I feel like Pulse, the Houston Astros bus driver, has to just be drinking constantly. I mean, especially maybe Jose Altuve giving him some weed too. I think.
Listen, the Astros, he's probably doing steroids the whole time. Is what he's doing. Either that, or there's some sort of AI driving the bus, so he doesn't have to.
Possibly.
Cheating was the joke there. Cheating.
Is Pulse frozen?
So.
I'm not
he
sure.
I'm here.
Oh, okay.
When we talk about the Astros being cheaters, you can't say anything because there's no defense to it.
Defending world champions.
Well, he can say that, I guess. You sound just like stupid Steelers fans when the Browns beat them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well, we won like 8.
Yeah, but those don't count.
Why don't they count?
They were different. They weren't the NFL.
Well, they were playing against the NFL before they called it the Super Bowl.
I don't believe it. Don't believe it at all. Don't believe it. Nope. You're fake news.
Okay.
Fake football news.
Okay. They've won plenty of championships. They won 8. It's a really long time ago. It's a really, really long time ago. So.
But like, what if all of a sudden before the commissioner's trophy, you're like, oh, the Indians won like 8 American League pennants, like the Spiders did it. Like that doesn't mean shit. It wasn't.
Well, the Spiders weren't the Indians, so that wouldn't say that. And the Spiders didn't win shit.
I'm just throwing.
And the Spiders didn't win shit. Yeah, well, listen, you try to make a analogy and it didn't work. It fell through.
It did. It did.
I have a question. What are the Spiders? Is that y'all's AAA team?
No, the Spiders were nothing. Spiders used to be a National League team, like in the early turn of the century.
Okay.
Some people wanted the Indians to change their name to the Spiders. Ray, your opinion doesn't count because you're not a fan. Also, I was totally against it. A couple of reasons. Number one, the Spiders were a completely different franchise. They weren't the Indians. The Indians were the Naps before they were the Indians. And they were never the Spiders. The Spiders were a National League team, and they had the worst record in the history of baseball. So we don't know that shit.
What more to make the name Spiders mean something again than have a good team wear it?
Guards, baby, guards. Also, I think the A's are going to break that record this year. They're going to lose about 140 games,
and their games are going to be sold out. I love the fact that there was like a reverse protest for that, where like a fuck ton of people showed up to the games.
I saw that they were doing that. What was the numbers? Did it work?
I think there were some sellouts. Yeah, I think.
Well, listen, you really have to. They never sell that place out because they rope most of the sessions off. So I don't know. Like a real sellout would be like 70,000 or some shit. Whatever the Coliseum team actually holds.
Whenever they decided that they were going to have a name change, did they vote on the Guardians? Did they give people in the city the option to vote for it, or what? How did that work?
They said that they did some sort of survey, but I never saw it.
I mean,
I never saw it. They may have focus grouped it or something, but they definitely didn't do like a big, hey, everyone, what do you think? Here's a bunch of names to pick from. They definitely didn't do that, but they may have focus grouped it a little bit. Guardians was definitely one of the ones I heard floating around, and then just one day we woke up and there was a Tom Hanks narrated video telling us that they're changing the name to the Guardians. It was like, surprise, here it is.
Well, prior to the Texans' inaugural season, they had a vote, and I remember I was thinking that they were going to go with the space theme with the rest of the teams in Houston.
Yeah,
they ended up on the Texans, and I I'm not a fan, but that was like the lamest name to me.
Oh, I thought so too. Well, weren't the Dallas Texans a team at some point?
Yeah, they were, but it's just redundant. It's like,
Again,
what else
they
would
were
they be other than Texans? You
the
know,
Clevelanders. All right.
Uh,
Actually, not
the bar would
that
get a
probably
lot
was
of
also
business.
on the list. Probably.
Ugh. Ugh. Why? Why would you even call the Clevelanders? Ew.
What pisses me off is that it's okay to have the Redskins or the Braves or what have you. Well, the Redskins changed their name. The Atlanta
Even though
Braves said they're not going to.
Well, yeah, they took a stand. God damn it! They
Took a stand about a few things there in Atlanta. They lost the All-Star game because of it.
Well, yeah, but I mean,
how racist is the term Indians? Like, I don't even understand why that's so bad.
Well,
I mean,
listen,
like,
we're not the ones to ask, Pulse. You know, that's the thing. Like, that's why I didn't complain about it, because, like, I'm not one to say what isn't offensive to Native Americans, because I'm not a Native American, right? So they went to the source, I guess. They said they did. They had a lot of meetings, and they decided to change it. That's what I was told. That's what we were all told. And I think, it happened. As far as I know, that did happen. But,
I mean, it did stop, like, because we had up here for years. I mean, even when I was going to Guardians and Indians games as a little kid, like the protesters, and even I think they stopped.
oh, it's
I
nice
think they
to have them
stopped
gone.
finally.
It's nice to have them gone. It is.
Yeah, I bet.
It
I mean,
is.
I understand how the term Redskins could be offensive, but
that
Indians?
completely makes sense. Yeah. Redskins I think Tony Kornheiser said it's not okay unless you have a potato on the helmet or something like that. But yeah, no, that one, I can't believe that one flew for so long. That was that's like, yeah, that's not good.
Because they were what, the Commanders, and now they like lost their didn't they lose their trademark on the Commanders too? I saw something like that.
I don't know. They lost on the Redskins before.
But like, yeah, I think honestly, since they tried to just troll everybody for a year with the Washington football team, they should have put a Redskin potato on there. Why not? That would have been the ultimate.
That was great to me. When they were just the football team, that was the most generic thing I'd ever heard.
I loved it, dude. That was sweet. Because you know how long it took that year. You know how long it took to get used to it? Like 10 minutes. like what? Washington football team. That's fine. Whatever. Moving on. It's like, listen, the Indians were the Indians for over 100 years, and like I got used to Guardians like that. It did not take long at all. So I went to one game, and I'm like, this is the same. This is the same thing. It feels 0% different. I'm fine with this.
They changed the sign on the scoreboard, Tim. They changed the sign on the scoreboard.
They did. Many say the Indians was selected as a team name to honor the first Native American baseball player, Sock Alexis. It depends who you ask. So that's
baseball.
What it was
with Tim Danko.
I believe what it was other teams, when they had Sock Alexis on the team, they were the Naps, and other teams were calling them the Indians because they had an Indian on them. Like, oh, hey, the Indians are here because they have a dude who's Native American. And then when they needed a new name, they're like, well, actually, that's kind of cool. So let's just kind of like judo move it and flip it. So it was kind of, I feel like it was originally an insult. And it depends. It really depends on who you ask. He personally didn't take it like that. His family did. I don't think. I don't know. Like I said, that's a weird one. It just depends on who you ask about that one. There's a good documentary. I think it's a short doc on 30 for 30 about it. Like I said, it really depends. Pulse, you're already here. You don't have to comment. Is there two? Holy crap! Is there two of you?
Possibly. Possibly. We might. This might be.
Actually, are we being catfished? Probably.
This is Pulse's body double, is what it is. This isn't really Pulse. He's just like
Thomas was AI. So.
Yes.
How is Thomas doing? How is he? Do y'all still keep in touch with him, or?
We've cut him out of our lives completely. We're not a lot. I should actually, now that you say something.
Yeah, you racist.
No, that's what it is. Really, if it wasn't for the show, Ray, I wouldn't talk to you at all. I'd be done with you.
Nobody really talks to me anymore.
Yeah,
it's
there you
okay. Go. Comedians, all you guys. As soon as one person goes away, stop talking to him. I understand. You're gonna miss my greatness one day. It's fine.
Dude, when I didn't have my driver's license for 6 months, no one noticed. No one noticed.
I know. It is funny. But
Didn't I just see you Tuesday? No, it's been a year.
yeah, oof, and it's been rough. This has been rough so far, by the way, man.
What, not
I'm getting
driving?
this-
Hey, you know what?
Yeah.
We should be like in an Ubering city. You know, there's no Ubers here. If you really are
No.
in a pinch, you can Uber.
Yeah.
I didn't have that option, and I didn't live in by anything, so I was just had to hunker down for 6 months, and I did.
Actually, I was planning on Ubering for Thursday and Friday around town because there's a wrestling show on Friday that I'm going to, and then I have a comedy show Thursday at High and Dry. I'm doing my birthday set that we might stream. I'm not sure. Might stream that.
Oh no! Well, does that mean I have
5
to
minutes.
get on and do a show without you? I mean, I can, I guess. Although I don't
It's
know
up
what
to
kind of mood
you.
I'm going to be on Thursday. I don't know. Let's say no right now, but I have
All right.
but I have the ability to change my mind later. I have that option.
I got a question for both of y'all. When y'all go up there and do your set, do you have everything you're gonna say planned out, or do you ever just go up there and freestyle?
Well, you probably should, but Ray and I are very lazy, so we wing it a lot. Yeah, but no, usually I have my stuff in my head that I'm gonna go to, and if it's important, if I care, I'll write. Maybe sometimes I'll write stuff down just so I can remember what my bits are.
Mm-hmm.
If not, I'll just kind of forget them. So yeah, I'll write them down. But yeah, it's always I was gonna say it's always open for change once I'm up there, and that happens a lot.
What if you got offered? Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Oh no, I was gonna say, yeah, usually I have bullet points in my head that I go to, and then like that are solid written things, and then I'll like new thing in the middle just to like see what I get out of it. But yeah, it's mostly like Tim said, mostly winging it.
If I'm like an open mic or something, I'll have like some ideas of stuff I want to do, but then I'm writing on stage and basically winging it and hope I come up with something. And sometimes it doesn't happen. I'm like, well, nothing there. Moving on.
Yep.
If you had to like perform for like a group of kids, could you work clean and not?
I could.
Where?
I could.
I can't.
I absolutely could.
It'd be a little bit of crowd work. Like I'd do like 5 minutes of crowd work and then like work off of them. That would be like what I would probably do is like do like, hey, you hate crayons, don't you? Like
y'all eat your boogers.
Yeah. You guys still do that? Who does that? Raise your hands. Show your hands, everybody.
Now, I don't know if I'd make kids laugh, but I could definitely do. If someone was like, "Oh, we need a completely clean PG set," I could do that for sure. Like, especially if it's for adults, you know, and just no cursing, no any of that, nothing. I can absolutely do that. I've done that a bunch. But this kid, could I make the children laugh? Would be the interesting thing.
And to Live Karma 81, I'm gonna answer a question here. If it'll show up here. Come on, baby. You know you want to. Why? Everything's like frozen. Everything's frozen.
You're frozen.
Damn it. Am I? You're frozen. Pulse is not. You're frozen though.
You're frozen.
Oh,
Pulse
God
is not,
damn
but
it.
you are.
I'm aware.
It's on one of our ends. I don't know which one of us is frozen, Paul.
I see it. Yeah. It says "fuck being clean."
No, I can't hear you.
Yeah, Ray's muted on my end.
Do I need to log on again because your computer's gonna blow up? I can't hear you. All right, but tell me what's going on.
Who, me?
No, Ray.
Oh,
what's wrong?
I was going to say, can you understand sign language?
Yeah, do you think Ray knows sign language?
That's a good question. I don't know.
You ever see that lady who where was this? She worked for some government body. She had a job as a sign language interpreter, but she didn't know sign language.
Oh yeah. And she was
like the balls of that lady just be like, "Fuck it, I got this." The favorite part is just like, nah, no one's gonna notice.
Yeah, it's like I don't remember what city it is, but I'm sure there's a large deaf community who they probably called into the station like, "What the hell?"
Right away, like, what is she doing?
Right.
But like, what went through her head? What made her think she was going to get away with that?
I don't know. Where did they find her? That's my question.
Can you guys hear me now?
Yes.
Okay. Next.
What's the problem?
I just, for some reason, I had to like switch mics. I was switched to the camera mic, and then I switched back to this, and it worked.
Okay, Casey, we're not bashing. We're talking about a sign language interpreter that didn't know sign language, and she was just making shit up. It was kind of hilarious.
I mean,
Wow.
was she an interpreter? Was that her job, or did they just find her in the hallway and she was like, "Yeah, I can."
I think she applied for the job as an interpreter, and she, hearing people who can hear hired her. So
they didn't vet her. They didn't check her.
I don't know. I mean, I guess next time they do. Next time they're gonna have a deaf person on Zoom or some shit. Make sure she knows what she's doing. Right? You gotta watch the movie Coda and see if it matches up.
Just like standing right by her ear, like, you better get this one right, fucko. I'm gonna make sure.
Sure.
Yeah, I don't know, guys. I don't know. I'm
Don't know about
losing
what?
my mind right now. I'm all jumbled right now.
Is it thought we weren't gonna
No,
do that
just
anymore.
life, bro. Like I said, this
What happened? You get fired?
you don't put that fucking evil on me yet, motherfucker.
I'm not putting it on you. I asked you a question.
No, not yet. I'm mentally preparing for it in like December. Really?
Wait, why?
Yeah. Because that's when they're probably gonna like look at the insurance and everything. They're gonna pull like BMV reports and.
Well, they already know what happened. They already know about it, right?
I don't know. The insurance hasn't said anything to my job, and I have insurance. I'm actually.
You also been rear-ending people? Have you also been rear-ending people on the job? Is that another thing? You're just ramming cars with your truck?
No, I make sure to drive. Like, I am way different than what you saw when we were driving from your house to Pittsburgh last year. Like,
I don't remember any of that.
You should. It was a great.
I remember
experience.
going, but I don't remember anything specific about your driving. It was uneventful, which is probably good.
Yes, yeah. I try and drive, but I drive worse or better when I'm fucking at work because I'm in a fucking truck, man. I'm getting rear-ended myself on the job. It sucked. Really sucked.
What do you do again?
I work in pest control during the day.
He gets pegged during the day. Apparently, he said he got rear-ended.
Yeah, it's and he kisses me, which is nice, and then he leaves the money on the dresser, and then I can go.
Pest control is what women have called dating Ray.
No, but you're like a real life Dale Gribble.
Yeah. I with the conspiracy theories and all, it's definitely my life is Dale Gribble, and I wish I had a hot blonde wife that cheated on me with a Native American fella.
I mean, Ray, just wait. Wait it out, Ray.
I want my own real life John Redcorn, motherfucker. Like, I want it.
I feel like the perfect job for you would be to be a process server.
I thought you were gonna say prostitute. I'm like, well, it kind of is.
Yeah.
I think that'd be a good job for me. Doesn't that seem fun to just like rain on people's parties and be like, you've been served?
No.
And they can't do shit?
No.
Pulse, I'm not going to lie to you.
Okay.
I have searched on Indeed while watching Pineapple Express. I was watching Pineapple Express one night.
Well,
and he's a process server. I know, but I was like, it would be funny. That'd be like the best troll, like the troll move is like you sneak into somebody's shit and be like, I have to give you this. Here, you've been served. And then walk out and like grab some cake on the way out from the wedding. That'd be fun.
Hate those people more than they hit cops.
I know.
What would be one of those? It's bad enough being a baseball umpire. Get enough hate.
I was about to say, I'd rather be a referee in any sport than a process server. But I mean, if push came to shove and I needed a gig, I would definitely try and do that job. Have a taser on me at all times, make sure nobody fucks with me.
You know what? As long as every time you say you've been served, you drop the thing, the envelope, and do a crip walk, or whatever they call it. Sea walk. Do a little bit of that, and just out every time.
I'm all right. I'm gonna have to freshen up on my dance moves because I don't have any. So we're gonna have to work on that then. If that's what I have to do.
All right. In 2 months, Ray and I are gonna have a sea walking contest. I'm kidding. We're not gonna embarrass ourselves that badly.
I was about to say it should be known as a barely walking contest for both of us.
It's probably what I look like walking after softball. I'm actually less sore than I thought I'd be, which is good.
Mm-hmm. What'd you do again?
Softball.
Oh yeah. How you doing there, Tommy Lasorda? By the way.
Yeah, we didn't start off great, gents. We're 0-2. The second game we got beat like 26-4 or some shit like that. Like it was bad.
Pulse, you listened to the show. You saw how confident he was. He's like, we're gonna be good this year.
We are.
And he just texted me the other day. We're 0-2. I'm like, ooh.
Hey, we have 14 dudes on the team. 8 of them showed up on Sunday. 8 of them.
Okay.
How do you feel the team with only 8 guys?
I wasn't done. Pulse, you're just like Ray. You don't let me finish.
Oh, my bad.
Right? You're fit of perfect.
He's racist. I'm telling you, Pulse. Like he's just yelling.
You do the same thing to me.
White man yelling at him. Yeah, but I don't yell at black men. Okay, I treat them with reverence and respect.
Thomas all the time.
That's out of love.
What do you think this is? Damn it! All right. Anyway, what I was saying. One of my friend came up from Columbus, which is 2 hours away, to play, and I thought. Going to the game, I thought we were going to have 11, which is good. I'm like, okay, I don't have to play if I don't want to. And then one guy's like, oh, hey, I'm not coming. And another guy never showed up. He said he was coming. He didn't show up. I was legitimately worried about him for a while there until I found out he was at work yesterday. I was told he did show up to work. So he's not dead. I don't know what happened to him Sunday, though. Anyway, so we had to play with 9, which is slow pitch softball is a death sentence. Our poor outfielders, man, they got run ragged, and like they kept putting it in the gaps, and we have nothing for them. So it wasn't great, but we have all those guys who didn't show up are good. The one guy who I thought was dead is awesome. So we'll be okay. We'll be all right. We have a lot of games left.
I agree with Casey Jones. This show was better with Thomas.
I know. I miss him every day. Well, you can be the new Thomas.
You'll never be Thomas. You're not my dad.
I wonder how many times Pulse has heard that in his dating life.
I mean, I've heard it a few. Have you heard?
You're not my real dad. Oh man, yeah.
Damn right, I'm not.
Yeah. Pulse is there's still like a place called, I don't know if it got absorbed or anything. A-Leaf, is that still a fucking suburb of Houston?
Yeah, Southwest Houston. Yeah, A-Leaf. Yep.
Yeah, my dad used to play actually softball in A-Leaf at near like Papa Blakely's, the one bar over there that's in that area. And that's where I played T-ball as well. Yay.
Do you remember a club called Fitzgerald's?
Oh, I do. Fitzgerald's was the shit.
I was too young to have any like nightlife in Houston, sadly.
I wasn't. I was 21. I went to Fitzgerald's by myself a couple times for shows. It's a fun place, dude. It's a cool planet. Ray, you would like it. You would like this kind of concert venue. It's okay. It was like I don't know how to explain it. Kind of looked like a house on the outside, but it was
okay.
But had 2 levels and had like has concert room upstairs or whatever. And I saw Fairden Midland there. I saw Parabel there as well, which
Parabel?
Yeah, Parabel's Kevin Madison's band from Evans Blue.
Oh, okay.
They've been
All
together
right.
way longer than Evans Blue was. I mean, they've been together
Yeah.
since 08 or 09. I actually, the show at Fitzgerald's I went to was their first show ever, and they've been together since 2008. So that was actually kind of pretty cool. Yeah.
I did get a Chip Chipperson joke in my head where it was like, pair of bells, where are they ringing?
But yeah, is Fitzgerald still there, Pauls?
I believe so. I think it's still there. I haven't.
It seems like the kind of place that the pandemic would have got, unfortunately. But like,
yeah,
it's a cool place though. I miss concert venues like that, and yeah, I liked it. I mean, it's not fancy, but it's like it's. I mean, listen, it's probably nicer than Peabody's, Ray. So it's
Okay. Yeah,
but
I like those.
It kind of had Peabody's vibes though, a little bit.
I like those DIY kind of places where like just a concert venue shows up, and in a house it's the best one. In my opinion.
I mean, it wasn't a house; it just kind of looked like one from the outside. I don't know how to explain it really. But I mean, the space was good. It was a good space, but I don't know. I saw good shows there.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it was fun. Yeah, I absolutely remember this dress. I went to a few other places too. I want to say, did I go to Scout Bar? I think I went to Scout Bar, Houston, Scout Bar, and crap, what was the other one? I don't remember. It was a bar. I saw Boba Flex. I don't remember what it was called. Shit, I don't know.
Boba Flex.
Boba Flex is badass.
I remember my first Boba Flex song. By the way, Pulse, you're getting a very, very good compliment from Full Monterey. Nice glasses. Very nice.
Oh, well, thank you.
So,
yeah, is that a microphone, Pulse? Because what it looks like
yeah,
the microphone that came with your 1998 PC.
Yeah, no, it's a real cheap, flimsy one. I need to look into upgrading soon.
Well, like I said, the one I'll find the link. I'll send you the link of the one I got Thomas. It's cheap and it works.
Okay.
Yeah, it was like what, $20 or something?
Yeah, it was like $20. So
Pulse, we want to like get to know you as a human being, obviously, and just find out your likes and dislikes. At least I do. I don't know about Tim. He wants to get to know Pulse in a different way. That's quite cucky and seeing him porn.
Yeah, that's true. Take it off now.
Just get that garter belt on for you.
Real slow.
Are you gonna ask me to strip?
No.
But that was the
we
joke.
don't like to show our bodies on this show. Why do you think like?
So my softball shirt, my new one, the orange one, is a 3X, but it's the smallest 3X that I own. I put it on. I'm like, okay, these things run small. That's fine. But I won't be wearing it on this show because if I did, there would be a new star of the show, and it would be my nipples.
Need to get that on now. Get that shirt on right
because
now.
you won't stop because you're a horrible, terrible friend, and you will not stop giving me shit. So no, I will never wear it because you're a bully.
I'm gonna make fun of you. I'm not gonna like.
Yes,
be
you're
mean.
a bully. So no, I'm not going to wear it. It's bad enough I have to wear it on Sundays.
It looks like you have air conditioning on your chest at all times.
Although it's like that for everybody on the softball team, though. Everybody had diamond cutters. So.
My bad. I forgot to post in the Discord. Did y'all hear that Wilder and Joshua is official?
No.
It is?
Yes, for December.
Is it?
Yes.
Yeah, let me.
About time, because that's one like I really don't know who's going to win that. I want to say Joshua, but Wilder could probably knock him out. So, yeah, that's going to be a good one. Where's that going to be? On some cruise ship?
Saudi Arabia. I think.
Of course.
Yeah.
Sports washing.
Yeah. Yeah, I see a few places are talking about it. World Boxing News, Boxing Social. Yeah, dude. That's a difficult one because AJ is so technical, but has proved he's had a bit of a glass jaw lately, though.
Exactly, and Wilder has that death blow. So
yeah,
I always thought Wilder would beat him, even in their primes. I guess,
for sure.
I think Wilder can knock out anyone not named Tyson Fury. So Yeah, I think it's very possible, but I don't know. It was just the thing. If Joshua doesn't get knocked out, he wins. I assume. Like that's basically it, right? If he's last the whole fight, he's probably outpointing him, right? Unless he's running, which he doesn't. Not going to run, but like, yeah. So, but Wilder, has that long to just land one punch, and I mean, he knocked Fury down. I think if he hits Joshua with the punch he hit Fury with, he's not getting up. So.
I'm trying to see who's going to open up as the fave because I feel like after AJ lost to what's his name, Fluffy
Usyk.
No.
Usyk,
the big guy.
Andy Ruiz.
Andy Ruiz, yeah. I feel like after that fight, he like sort of lost his luster. I don't even really look at him as a threat anymore.
Well, he came back and beat Andy Ruiz, but lately, who did he lose? Was it Usyk? Usyk. He lost to Usyk
twice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those are the ones. But Usyk is good, and I think. I mean, has Usyk fought Wilder? He'd be Wilder. So wouldn't he? He hasn't fought him, but
no, he hasn't fought him yet.
But I think he would.
Maybe.
I don't know. Man, I really wish I could get Nick. I think Nikolai Fierta would do the show if I could get a hold of him. He doesn't have social media. I don't know where he is. I have to run into him in Akron somewhere.
I used
to run into him. I used to run into him. Nikolai Fierta is the only person to fight both Tyson Fury and Deontay Wilder. And he lost to both of them, but he had good fights. He had good fights against both of them. His Tyson Fury fights on YouTube, and it's a little shady. Like, I think he was looking good for a minute, and then the Fury started turning the tide, and all of a sudden they stopped the fight, which I think pretty early. I think he was still going to lose, but I think they stopped it early. But
it's happened before in boxing where shit's been
I know, but like
on the up and up.
I know Fierta's still mad about it to this day.
Oh,
so.
I bet, especially
since you think about that.
Oh no, go ahead, Paul.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
No, I was going to say, what did you think about that Keith Peterson stoppage, man?
Was that from this weekend?
Yeah, on the fight night card. Some guy he claimed.
Was that? I saw there was a submission, but I'll be honest with you, Pulse, and we said that I don't think we said this at the beginning of the show. But I watched the Marvin Vettori fight, and I also watched the Nemkov Romero fight. Tim, being a good sports broadcaster, one of the highest quality people you'll ever see in your life is Tim Danko. He deserves a Marconi for the amount of entertainment he has gotten in the podcast realm, but he didn't see a damn thing.
Listen, most of the time we do watch the fights. All right. Every once in a while we have a clunker. All right. We clunked. All right. It is what it is. I had shit going on. And then honestly, I forgot a bunch of times. Like I'm looking for something to watch on TV, forgetting I didn't watch the fights yet. Multiple times. I didn't need to watch Way of Water. I did. That was 3 hours. I could have watched all the fights in that time.
I gotta say, the Romero Nemkov fight was actually kind of good in my opinion, just for the simple fact that we saw Romero institute drunken master style.
Oh my God, I was getting.
Yeah, I won't know it's a name.
I was going so mad angry when I saw him doing that shit. Because I'm not a guy who likes that shit. Like I should be, because I love Connor and I love, sports entertainment and wrestling and all that shit, and flopping to kind of do shit. But I hate it. Stand your fucking ground. Don't do that bullshit.
But it worked. It worked for a second because he ended up dropping Nemkov.
He did. But it was one of those things, and I think it was third round. He started doing the dance of the dead, pretty much, like. And it's like, fuck, man, because that just reminds me of like Josh Koscheck's fucking fake injury ass back in the early 2000s or the 2000s when like a hand would miss him and he'd go, oh my eye. Like that's kind of what it means to me. And I hated Josh Koscheck for that shit.
But you think it's Bush League is basically what you're saying.
Yeah, I think it's stupid. Like Ion Kutalaba cost himself a fight against what was it, Ivanov?
No, Ankalaev.
Ankalaev, that's it. Because of that. Like we had to have a rematch because of the fact that he wanted to play drunken master style. It's like, don't do that shit.
And in hindsight, we really didn't need the rematch, did we? No, we didn't.
No.
Well, it wasn't worth anyone's time. Life Karma, I have to address this. I haven't watched American Idol since it moved from Fox. All right, ABC version is garbage. No one watches that. Come on. I auditioned for American Idol when I was 19.
Seriously?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but it's like I didn't get past the first round, so it was just like when everyone's like in the stadium and they like herd you in like cows and they like sing. They're like, nope, and they push you out.
What did you sing?
Raining Blood by Slayer. No, I sang. Well, it's kind of worse. What I sang Everybody Was Working for the Weekend by Loverboy. I was wearing a Hawaiian shirt. I had a nice fresh short haircut, which I look terrible short hair.
Were you throwing the finger guns
face.
while you were doing it? Everybody's
I should
working
have.
for the weekend.
I should have.
Probably.
Yeah.
It's like, can I meet, as they're shoving you out, can I meet Paula?
That was back like when they would let awful people through to make fun of them. Like that was back when that was still socially acceptable. So
William Hung fucking
yeah. And then so the fact that I didn't get through it all means I wasn't terrible either. So it was I remember some dude in a Batman suit got through and he didn't even sing. He just went no, yeah, and they let him through because he's Batman. Anyway, so it was no, I'm not gonna pay me money and I'll sing it. Remember, that's the rule. That's the rule. Remember that time I sang
There is
Walking
a
in
dono
Memphis?
link down below. There is a dono link. Make Tim. I think we should do that. Every time we get a dono, you have to sing a song.
Don't you tell me what I have to do. Don't you tell me what I have to do. I'm not going to dance.
Tim, I'm trying to
you.
get fucking clicks and money.
No,
Shut your
you do
fucking
it.
mouth
You
and
do
do
it.
the dance.
You do it.
Do the dance,
said,
monkey.
Hey, you don't tell me what to do.
Dance for me.
No. I will rebel.
Don't make me get the newspaper. I'll
Open
get the
gates
newspaper.
and seize the day. Yeah. Okay, all right.
Now, Ray, did you happen to see the co-main with Sergio Pettis and the Pitbull brother? I can't remember which one.
Patricio, I fast forwarded through it, but I know that Sergio Pettis, like, he actually had a really good performance against Patricio, didn't he?
Yeah, that was surprising to me because this is the same Pitbull brother that once knocked out Michael Chandler, and he got pieced up by a 135-pound fighter. So
old,
that was kind of surprising to me. Also, for the longest time, I thought the Pitbull brothers were twins. They're not twins. They're just
no.
I just thought they were twins.
It's weird. Like they
look exactly alike, don't they?
Well, I was about to say that's a weird thing with like Brazilians. Like, even though they're not twins, some of them look alike.
Oh, they all look alike, huh, Ray? Look at this.
Well,
all y'all look alike. Jeez, Ray, stop while you're ahead. You got to stop. Go take a break.
I was about to give an example before you decided to go all liberal on me. What is this, CNN? I don't want to be here.
No. Example? Yeah, okay. This is going to be worse, probably.
The Nogueira brothers. They're not twins, are they?
Yeah, I think.
Are they twins? Are they like real twins?
I believe they were born.
I think like one's older than the other.
Oh, okay.
A lot of brothers look alike that aren't twins. You know, that's not weird.
But so do it is. Yeah, it is kind of weird.
I thought the Pitbull brothers were identical twins. I thought they were born on the same day, but I was wrong. One of them was a year older.
I do like that thing they showed in the video for the hype video for that was just Pitbull going, "I will kill you. I will kill you." That was I like when a good intense rivalry you can use it in footage. Like that's the best shit possible, man.
They may be doing shady stuff there in Brazil. They may just be clones. You know, that might be it. They must be experiments, right? They're just clones.
Nazis did go down to Brazil. Well, Nazis did go down to Brazil.
Oh,
or Argentina. Someone went to Brazil, I think.
Have either of you ever seen the movie City of God?
Are you trying to convert us right now?
No, I'm just wondering, like, is that what Brazil is really
Passion
like?
of the Christ? Let's talk about it. What?
No, I'm wondering, is that what Brazil is really like for little kids growing up?
I have no idea.
Oh,
like the hardships and all that kind of stuff. It depends. I mean, if you're born into a wealthy, it's a caste system down there mostly. Like if you're in like the poor neighborhoods, you're basically just fighting for food every day. But if you're like a rich business owner or something, they always do that kind of shit. So they live in the lap of luxury.
Well,
So
that's what
yeah,
I heard.
it can be rough.
I heard Jose Aldo got that scar on his cheek as a child, so I was wondering, like, what happened to him as a kid?
Didn't he get like bit or something?
I think he said he got into an altercation as a child. Somebody took something sharp and went across, gave him $150 across the face.
And probably the same thing that happened to that girl in Slumdog Millionaire.
I never saw that.
No, well, that's not the same thing. Yeah, it's basically like.
No, but have you ever seen the video of him where he's getting tailored for a suit, him and his friend, and he starts laughing hysterically?
No.
He touches balls.
I'll drop it in the Discord. It's basically a video of him getting fitted for a suit, I think before one of the press conferences with Connor, and him and his friend are just laughing hysterically. And Joe Rogan talks about it, and he's like, you got to understand, Jose came from shit. So the idea of him wearing a tailored suit made him like,
okay, I get it. Yeah.
To be honest, what I'm about to read, and this is from TalkSport, it's how did Jose Aldo get his scar? It's worse than what we thought, to be honest, in my opinion. Which is he ended up landing face first on a lit barbecue, and that's why he got his scar.
Jeez.
I feel like that's something that happened to one of our dad's friends. I feel like that's.
Yeah.
I was trying to flip the meat and catch a pass at the same time. Yeah. Right. Like when the backyard football game gets too intense.
Yeah, he just tackled right into the sausages.
The same thing with the Hasmod thing. Like at first I thought he had a hair lip, but apparently he had some sort of accident.
Oh, okay. I thought that was a hair lip too.
No, it's not a hair lip. No, we talked about that before. It's not a hair lip.
Yeah, dude, how many shows have we done? This is our 212th episode, by the way. Jesus
you know what?
Christ.
If we weren't counting, I would probably have I wouldn't even be close. I'm guessing if we just lost count, I probably got to know like 110. I wouldn't even be close.
Well, you did 200 by yourself.
90s. Yeah, because you didn't want to do it. Not me. I wanted you there. That was
I know, but I was going through the beginnings of OVI depression.
Hey, this show was started on being in your house, can't do anything depression.
I know. But read that.
Yeah, he needs to do something epic. I'm like Mr. Pink. I don't tip because society says I have to. Damn it. Which one was Mr. Pink? Buscemi, right? Buscemi was Mr. Pink.
Yeah. Why do I gotta be Mr. Pink?
Yeah.
But no, getting back to the Romero thing. We're gonna bring this up also in the Cannonier thing, you and me, Pulse, because
I know what happened.
The judging for both fights was fucking retarded for most of it. Like,
I gotta say, I just it's just for Romero. You know, the guy's like 46, 47, and he went out there. And like that was one of the harder fights for Nemkov. And some people say that Nemkov is the best 205er on the planet. Some people say he would beat Jamal Hill. They actually claim Bellator has the better light heavyweight.
I think a lot of people would beat Jamal Hill. I'm not very I don't
Yeah.
I'm not really sold on Jamal Hill. I'm not really sold on Jamal Hill right now. I think Yuri's gonna beat the fuck out of him.
So, but how good is Romero, a guy who fought his whole career at 85, went up in weight, and like I said, dropped Nemkov twice, you know?
He just turned 1,000 years old, too. So that's
they don't keep good birth records in Cuba. Like, I guarantee you, he's probably 20 years. He's like, who is the one guy?
The guy who printed his birth certificate also printed Daniel Montes.
Yes. So, like,
I saw Daniel Monte play. Did I tell you that?
I think you have.
I saw him play in the Little League World Series. I was about to be in 8th grade. It was like a couple weeks before 8th grade started, and he was older than me, playing in the Little League World Series.
Oh. Yeah, that's funny. That is funny. But, like, to me, there's one thing about, like, guys like, and I call this syndrome. It's now I'm calling it a syndrome here because it's great fighter can't get over the hump no matter what they try to do. It's the Brian Ortega syndrome. Like Brian Ortega is one of the top flight fighters in the world no matter what. Same thing with Yoel Romero. Beast of a wrestler. But when the lights are that bright and the gold is like shining in his face, he gets blinded. Like that's what it is.
I call it the Ken Flows, man. The Ken Flow syndrome, man. He's the one who fought. How many times he fight for a title and didn't win?
Kenny Florian?
Yeah, a bunch.
Yeah, I mean he had a good three shots.
Didn't he fight at like 3 different weight classes too? He didn't win any.
Well, I actually thought Romero beat Whitaker in one of those championship fights, but I know he didn't make weight, so it was all for naught. But still,
yeah,
he's beaten champions. He's beaten Rockhold, Weidman, knocked them both the fuck out.
On the way down, though. On the way down, Paul. So, like, that's the that's the thing. Like, Yoel was on the way up, and a lot of those guys were already kind of dropping down to, back to earth.
Well, Weidman just lost his belt to Rockhold, so, but I guess you could say he was on his way down. But, yeah, I mean, that didn't help, that knee.
I've never thought Rockhold was any good either.
Really?
Not really.
I thought he was a great kickboxer, but not like anything
He's handsome.
else.
He's handsome. I'll give him that. Good looking cat.
I don't know. After he broke his teeth, I don't know about that anymore.
It's fine. Just put a fucking hockey veneer in there, and you'll be fine.
But yeah, Pulse. Oh, what were you gonna say?
Well, no, that's what I was gonna say. I was really pulling for him to win this fight because I feel like being a belt holder is the only thing he never did. He was an Olympic medalist, beaten a number of champions, beat Machida,
steroid king of Miami.
He never held a belt, and even a Bellator belt. I felt like that would cap his career off perfect,
Yeah, he struck me when I watched the fight, and yeah, the one with Whitaker you can make an argument for, but like even then, man, you look at a guy like Romero who, for all intents and purposes, really doesn't do much when he's in the cage anymore. Like he barely does anything except for like stalk his opponent. He doesn't throw any. He's throwing good leg kicks during the fight. Like I gave him props on the leg kicks, but besides that, he ends up doing nothing in fights for the title. I don't know why.
I'm still mad at him for that Izzy fight.
Yeah,
I believe it or not, I thought he was robbed in that. It wasn't the greatest fight by any stretch, but like I felt he outlanded Izzy in that fight.
Paul, the only people that were robbed in that fight were the fans.
Yeah,
we were robbed in that fight. Literally, I would like my money back, please.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and it's sad. Like the guy had so much potential. He was a great wrestler. He was always for no gay Jesus. We know this. Like he was a religious man.
His fight with Paulo Costa is one of my favorite of all time. Because
punch the gay out of him.
Sometimes you see like fighters who a casual might see them and be like, that guy doesn't look like a fighter. Romero versus Costa, both those guys look like MMA fighters, and that fight lived up to the hype. They beat the shit out of each other.
I wish that would have been in the NHB era. Imagine those guys bare knuckling each other and like rolling at the same time. Like
somebody
that would have been. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Thing about 185, 205. I don't know if there's any guys that fight at a high level at 185 or 205 who don't look like fighters. Like I think they kind of all do. I don't know. Maybe Sam Alvey, but he's still.
Sam Alvey is like real life Ned Flanders, man.
He's some. We need to get him on. He agreed. He said to come on. We should.
Oh man, that'd be great. I like him. I've been in this chat before. He's great. He's like he's the whitest guy ever, man. He's like
he just fought for B2 Fight Series.
Sam Alvey Sam Alvey is the personification of Salt Lake City, Utah. But the thing is, he can box though. He can fight.
Yeah.
So that's what makes
him great. He got his first win in 5 years against a guy who was 6-15 or something like that. I like it.
Really?
Yeah. That's what Romero needs a belt. He needs to go to B2 and fight Sam Alvey for the heavyweight championship.
Yeah.
Somewhere outside Louisville.
Do you realize I was about to say, do you realize, like, I don't know if they broadcast on like Fight TV or something, but do you realize the pay-per-view buy that would get on, like, it would crash the Fight TV servers. BR Live couldn't even fucking handle the amount of $20 purchases that would be.
I want to know how much B2 paid Sam Alvey.
Probably a good amount. I mean, they've been known to take care of people though too. Like,
yeah, but I doubt. I mean, I doubt he got more than. I bet he got like 10 and 10. I bet he got like 10 and 10 at most.
Well, what position on the card was he? Is my question.
Actually, you know what? He was a co-main event, so
it might be 10. He might have gotten 10, 15.
I mean, listen, I don't think he should ever fight for less than 10. But like, yeah, somebody will pay Sam Alvey at least 10 grand to fight still.
Pulse, do you go to like wrestling shows down in Houston, like local shit?
No, but I wanted to go to Booker T's Reality of Wrestling.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Like one of those local wrestling shows. Have you ever been to one and like they have a legend in there? I think honestly, like lower tier MMA fight, like places should pay for like CT scans of like classic MMA fighters and just have them be in an exhibition fight in the cage just to sell tickets like pro wrestling does with like legends. Like, come get
Ryan Severin are going at it again.
Yeah, exactly.
Ryan Severin in their 60s.
Dude. What is Mark? How did you book Mark Coleman in the heavyweight championship fight?
Did y'all hear that Bigfoot Silva retired and then unretired? Who's still sanctioning him to fight?
Brazil, probably. If I'm being like, Shoot a Box could do it down there, but that's about it.
Native American reservations. I don't know, some
yeah, reses.
Like, yeah,
cruise ships.
You know what? Honestly, anyone that sanctions slap fighting, I think, is the answer to that. Man, I love how slap fighting has not gone the way they wanted it to. I love it because it's so stupid. And right away, I'm like, this is awful. And then watching it, I'm like, well, it's even worse than I thought. It's worse than I thought.
Is this still on the air?
I heard they're moving to Rumble.
No, it's on Rumble now. I get notifications because I have the Rumble app on my phone.
Well, of course you do. It's front page, I'm sure.
Slap Fight. I follow Slap Fight on my profile for sure. Because I just want to know when the dumbasses are getting, what's it, $2 grand? $2 grand? If I lost my job, I would sign up for fucking Slap Fight. Like if I got fired, I would do Slap Fight tomorrow. Like I'd fly out to Vegas on my own dime and be like, you have a new challenger. What's up?
Can we just pay a Slap Fight champion $2 grand to slap you?
I would do it.
Do that.
Yeah. The views alone will pay for it.
That's all they get paid is $2,000?
Some, yeah, two to five, I think it is.
What's that local slap fighting ring? What's that? I don't know. I get like $50 a slap. Oh man, it's like they're doing it like the Barley House and shit. Like,
yeah, a winking lizard just like one night has slap fighting. They like get people in.
Right.
Free wings and slap fights. Let's go.
Anyway,
any place that has volleyball or beach volleyball courts, that would be the place that does slap fighting. Any place that's got like sand pits.
Live Karma, I totally pay $50 to slap someone. What is this, Squid Game?
Loser gets shot. That's the end of that slap fight.
Hey, you know, season 2's coming. Season 2's coming.
Paul. So you watch Squid Game?
No, but speaking of Netflix, did y'all hear Black Mirror is back for a 6th season?
I haven't watched one episode of Black Mirror.
But
I've seen like the one where the two black guys fuck each other in different bodies in like the metaverse. Like I saw that one.
Maybe I'll start watching it.
That was kind of sus, but but it was other than that one, yeah, they're pretty good. You're missing out.
I've heard good things. I've heard good things, but nah, dude, you got to get on the Squid Game tip. Like, get high, smoke some weed, like get nice and comfy, Smoke the dankest shit you have, like the most purple or like orange shit you have.
Well, not too much. You got to read. So.
Well, no, you can do the voiceovers.
No,
you can
don't.
do the
No,
voiceovers.
no,
it's subtitle?
Don't
Yeah,
you
it's
dub it.
subtitled, but it's also.
Don't you dub it. Sub it.
But you can dub it, like
Dub it.
like Bruce Lee movies. You can do that shit.
Boo.
But dude, Squid Game is the shit. Like I couldn't. It was nuts.
Yeah,
I'm in love with
surprised
Korean
how much
television right
how
now.
much
Dude.
I liked it. I'm like,
Did y'all ever see the Netflix documentary about that Tiger guy, Tiger King?
Yes, of course.
Okay.
Of course. I saw it the first day it came out, and I was like trying to tell him, like, the world has changed. And I'm like, my brother, I'm like, you have to. And it took about a week or so for everybody to catch up. And he's like, oh, man, you recalled it, man. I'm like, I watched it the first day it came out. I couldn't stop watching it. It's the greatest thing I've ever seen.
Yeah.
That was. That was.
You know, I can't believe that guy really existed in real life. What was his name? Joe Exotica?
Yeah, Joe Exotic, yeah.
Schreiboval. Shit. Malinaldo Passage. He had 3 names. I watched the Peacock series too, which is okay, but the documentary is way better.
Do you believe that one chick, she actually fed her husband to a tiger?
I don't think so. No. I'm
No.
like one of the few that thinks I don't think she did. I honestly think he got away to Costa. I don't know. I don't think he died. I think if he died in Costa Rica. I think he went away. He ran to Costa Rica. I think that's what happened. It makes sense. That's the only
I think she killed him. There's some. You look at the eyes, you can see like the uncomfortableness in Carol Baskin. You could tell she was squirming in her fucking seat. She didn't kill him and feed him to a tiger. She probably drove that bitch to the Everglades and said, "Here, Mr. Dinosaur, you take it." And a fucking gator got him.
Yeah,
I think
she does. She didn't do it. I honestly think he's in Costa Rica, but I think she knows more than she says. 100%.
Mm-hmm. What do you think, Paul?
I mean, like the documentary kind of like it made you lean that way. Like it just made her look guilty. She doesn't seem like actually nobody in that documentary really comes off as good. Like
no, it was like
the one polygamous guy
to root for, and we ended up rooting for Joe Exotic, and he's not a great guy.
The only good person was the one chick. She got her arm bitten off.
Met him.
Oh yeah, I heard. What I don't know what the deal is with her or him or whatever's going on.
I like Pulse already. You know what? He gets the producer job right off of this.
He transitioned like after the interview, so it was like it was a whole thing. Anyway, but in the series, they call him. Okay.
No, but I mean, how tough is he or whatever? Like, how tough is
you're
that
talking
person?
about? It's fine. I don't want to give Ray shit for it. I'm not gonna give you shit for it.
To get your arm chewed off and show up to work a week later.
Fuck yeah, man.
My favorite thing about that is like he like dust off the EMT jacket. He got it like Goodwill. He puts that on. Like, I'm like, oh man, everything about even like, one of the craziest things. I didn't even talk about it in the documentary, but the whole thing with his music. That wasn't him. He claims it was, but it wasn't him. I'm like, that's the fucking craziest. That's the craziest shit. Is that he hired someone to make songs for him and then claimed that he was singing on them when he wasn't.
Like Milli Vanilli?
Yeah.
I mean, that's the most crazy sociopath thing he's done. I mean, I did a lot of crazy shit, but yeah, it's weird. There's no like real person to root for. They all suck, but it ends up just kind of being Joe Exotic because he's just kind of the most hilarious.
Yeah.
Although, like the people who work for him, you know, they didn't do anything wrong. They tried to, you know, I mean, they probably did a little bit wrong, but like, anyway. But no, I mean, that was one of those things that I just watched it. I'm like, this can't be real. This is like, if that was a reality show, I would have been like, this is fake. This is stupid. Like, I would have been interested in all. It would be the same thing like with Dogged Bounty Hunter or something. Like, this is stupid. This is just whatever. Made up.
I really felt bad for the tiger.
I'm like, oh my gosh.
I felt bad for the animals because, like, I remember on the show they said there are more animals in captivity than there are in the wild. So,
right,
like, really fucked up.
There's a lot of them in your home state, bro. Like, apparently, like, there's like these rich oil fucks that own like the most amount of tigers and shit in the United States.
In Texas?
Yeah.
My uncle may or may not work in real estate down there, and he may or may not have one point bought a property that came with tigers, and he had to figure out what to do with them. Like he bought a foreclosed house, and there was just tigers there.
Fook that, man.
I found someone to take them, but like it's like, what do I do with these? Like,
I'm gonna say this. This song during the pandemic,
this is even the best one.
In my opinion, this is
Here
the
Kitty
best
Kitty's
song.
the best one. Here Kitty Kitty's the best one.
Here Kitty Kitty's a really good one, but this one just because
love
of
the riff.
Dude, this is the most self-serving one. Like this one he looks where he just makes himself try and look like a rock star, and it just fails completely. But like the opening is amazing.
Tell all the hunters to lay down their guns. Tell them that the tiger needs a little bit of love. Let them run the jungle.
That hair, I'm jealous of him, man.
Let them roam their land. Then stand back and marvel. What a beautiful cat. 'Cause I saw a tiger, now I understand. I saw a tiger, tiger saw man.
How do you not love that?
Did he hire Toby Keith
How
to
do
do
you
a
not love
cover?
that?
So apparently, I think I looked it up. Like these guys, it was like I think brothers maybe. They're a band from like the Northwest. They put it out of Craigslist, just trying to get someone to write a song about a tiger, and then they ended up doing a bunch of music for him. And he claimed that he sang it all, and he didn't. And the biggest bummer is I believe the guy who sang these songs died before the documentary came out, so he didn't get to see everybody like go ape shit about his music. People love the tunes. The tunes are good. That was like when I found that out. It was a bummer. I'm like, oh man, guy didn't even get to see his music be a success. My favorite is when the Offspring during the pandemic covered "Here Kitty Kitty." That was my favorite.
Oh, they did, didn't they?
It was
Yeah. Awesome. That's funny.
I'm gonna be the guy screaming at Blossom, "Here Kitty Kitty, hey!" I have a game. You guys want to play a game? Let's play a game.
Oh, right.
Like Saul, you want to play a game now? That's not my name. That's not my name. That's all right. So this is not my name. All right, we're gonna do Pulse versus Ray. I don't know what I saw that made me think to do this. I don't know, but so basically, what it is I have 10 of these. I'll go back and forth between the two of you, and you get a point for each one you get right. If you miss it, the other person can steal your point. What it is I'm going to give you a name.
Can we have sound effects if we get it wrong? Like this will be
absolutely correct. No, not
that. And then how about this as the wrong or as the wrong?
No, moving on. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you a name, either a legal name and or a birth name of a person. You tell me what that person is known as professionally. For example, if I say Dwayne Johnson, you would say The Rock. Okay. You understand the rules.
So there's no multiple choice here. You
haven't
worked out a multiple.
No, okay. And if I'm going to give you a good 5 seconds ish to figure it out. If not, the other person can steal it. Who wants to go first?
You know what? I'm gonna give it to Pulse. He can go first.
Well, thank you.
Pulse, you ready? This is
Yep,
actually
yep.
the easiest one in my opinion. Sean Carter.
Jay-Z.
Yeah, okay, got one. 1 point for Pulse. Keep track of your points, as I will forget.
All right.
All right, now it's Ray's turn. Ray. Scott Thompson.
Scott Thompson. Scott Thompson. That's the most generic name ever. Like, Scott Thompson. I know a pro wrestler named Scott Thompson, but that's not what he's known as. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna get it wrong. I don't know.
Okay, Pulse, do you know it? Scott Thompson.
Is that the lead singer of Creed?
No, that's Scott Stapp. No, the correct answer is Carrot Top.
Oh.
Carrot Top. Yeah,
That's if we get it wrong. That's if nobody can guess it. We just get a.
sure. That's fine. Okay, Pulse has 1 point. Ray has no points. It is Pulse's turn. Pulse's turn. Alicia Moore Hart. Alicia Moore Hart.
Oh, oh shit. This sounds so familiar. Alicia Moore Hart. Is that Alicia Keys?
No,
No.
it's not. Raymond, what do you think? What do you think, Raymond?
Alicia Silverstone.
No. Alicia Moore. There was a clue in there. The clue in there is the second last name, Hart. That was her ex-husband's name. It's Pink.
Oh.
Yeah, Pink.
Okay.
All right, here we go.
Still 1-0.
It's
Still
1-0, and it's Ray's turn.
Okay.
Joan Marie Lauer.
Can I get a
Lauer.
hint?
No.
Joni, was it Joni?
No. Her birth name was Joan Marie Lauer.
Lauer.
Mm-hmm.
Got two names in my head. I got two names. I'm going to throw out the one that's probably going to be the wrong one. Joan Jett.
No. Pulse, do you know?
Yep.
No?
The late China.
Yeah, China.
Whoa. Her name was Joan E.
This is Joan
Not
Marie.
Joan, it's Joan E.
Number one, even if that's wrong, it doesn't matter. It's close enough. But
call him fuckery because I got thrown off by Joan. If you would have said Joan E, it would have been fine.
no, her legal name is Joan. So Joan.
Is there an E at the end?
No, Joan. Fuck off. All right.
Oh, they called her Joni all the time. All right.
That's nothing. That's like me calling me Timmy.
Yes,
Get outta
I'm
here.
aware, but it's
Get out of here.
Right.
All right.
So
Pulse
Pulse.
Ray's turn, right? All right. 2-0 Pulse. Ray sucks. Okay. Now it's Pulse's turn. Eric Esch or Ishi, E-S-H-E. Eric Esch.
Butterbean.
Butterbean, he's kicking your ass. He is kicking your ass. Man.
Getting a lot of thing. But again, the
Screw
China
nothing,
one
man.
I don't count.
Ray's making up his own rules as usual. All right. Ray, it's your turn. Ready?
Yeah.
Michael Lee Aday. Like, you know this one. You know this one. You fucking know this one. Michael Lee Aday.
Michael Lee Aday.
Michael Aday. Lee, his middle name's Lee. Aday.
Michael Leah Knight?
No, Pulse.
I'm joking. No, hold on.
Fine.
Michael Rooker?
No.
Okay.
Pulse. Can you steal it?
Oh man, fuck! I'm stumped. You, Michael Lee O'Day. You said
A day.
okay. I got no clue, man.
That's Meatloaf, fam. That's Meatloaf.
Okay.
Yeah. All right, so it's whose turn? It's Pulse's turn, correct? Pulse, your turn.
Yes.
Okay.
A few more of these. Fahim Rashad Najm. Fahim Rashad Najm. Najm.
Whew. I can feel him sweating doing that.
That's the most Muslim name I've ever heard. Oh God. Is he a rapper?
There's no hints here, Pulse.
Okay, shit.
Okay, he's being fair. He said that to me too. That's fine.
Okay, what is it again?
Fahim Rashad Najm.
Watch it end up being the whitest guy. Like I don't know. Fuck. I don't know. I'm
Real name Sami Zayn.
All right, Ray, do you know it?
Fahim Naj. What was the last name?
Najm. Najm.
Fahim Najm. I have no idea.
Dude, that's the king of autotune. T-Pain.
Oh,
What?
Yes, that's T-Pain. You wonder why he went with a different name. Man, I should would have went with my birth name. I don't know.
And I'm a huge T-Pain fan. Like his. Have you guys heard the cover of War Pigs yet?
Ray, it's your turn.
Answer the question. Have you heard the new thing of War Pigs? It's
Yeah, I've
covered
heard a lot of people sing War Pigs. They're just singing War Pigs.
It's the best rendition ever.
I think Black Sabbath did a pretty good one.
I'm talking like cover, bro.
Ray, here's yours. Sherilyn Sarkeesian.
Sherilyn Sarkeesian. Sherilyn Sarkeesian. Mini Driver. I don't fucking
No,
know.
Pulse, you have an idea?
this is a woman we're talking about.
Probably.
However they identify.
Oh, don't you be cheating, Pulse. What are you doing with your?
No. I'm
right,
on TikTok. No, I'm stumped. I give up.
Sherilyn Sarkeesian. It's right there in her name. It's Cher.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
Over here getting mad at us when we don't know these things.
It's in the name. It gave you the answer. All right.
Sherilyn.
There's two more of these. Technically, Pulse already won, but we'll see what we can do here. All right. This is for Pulse. Are you ready, Pulse?
Yes.
Are you there? All right. James Bryan Hellwig.
Oh shit! Ultimate Warrior.
Yes, sir.
That was easy.
I'm gonna forget to throw a wrestler in there. I thought two wrestlers. All right, last one. See if Ray can get on the board. Brian Warner.
I'm blanking, but I know who Brian Warner is. Why do I know Brian Warner?
Yeah, if you don't get this one, you're gonna shoot yourself in the foot. I think. You're gonna be pissed. Brian Warner.
No, Marilyn Manson.
Oh, we finally got one.
Yeah.
Ray's on the board. Ray. Listen, that's it. Pulse wins 4-1. Congratulations to Pulse, everybody.
Yeah.
Pulse is now the champion of Pulse versus Ray. I can do Pulse versus Ray all the time. We'll do a lot of those. That'll be fun. But he's now the champion. And but listen, Ray, at least you avoided the shutout, so that's good.
Yeah. I scored one, but it was like extra time. Like it really didn't matter. It had gone past 90 minutes.
No, you were already getting woodshedded, but it is what it is. But that gave us some good ones. I think those are all pretty much gettable. None of them were like
I
we're
like
never
I
going to get
like
these.
that. I like that game.
Yeah, that was fun.
Yeah, that's a
Also,
fun one.
before I
It's
forget,
not my name. That's not
before
my
I
name.
forget, when we left off on the last stream, you
That
were
was so
saying
long
that
ago.
you think that the movie The Sandlot is overrated. Can you please explain, Ray?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, I don't get it. I don't get the movie. The dog.
Did you have a shitty childhood?
I
Did you not have-
mean, I
did
did
you
move
not have
around a
friends?
lot.
Did you not have
And,
friends? Were you a shut-in?
Pulse can tell you the neighborhood I lived in was fairly white, but it was also a lot Mexican. So yeah, I grew up in a pretty harsh neighborhood, like for a little bit. Yeah, we moved around a lot. Like a lot of my movies are adult. Like I watched Ghostbusters at like 3, or Ghostbusters 2 off of a VHS that my dad taped it off of HBO. So yeah. I had that kind of life, bro. I had that kind of life, and it was okay.
Y'all, can y'all mute me for a second, please?
Yeah.
That still doesn't answer the question, though.
So I don't know. It didn't never. I mean, I know the whole thing of. I honestly, I think I've seen it maybe 5 or 6 times. Can't give you anything from that movie. Even as a kid, like my teachers would put on like on a PTO day or a PTA day, whatever the fuck it was. Not a PTA day, but whatever that thing with the in-service, like the in-service thing that the teachers would do, they'd put on Sandlot and do whatever they wanted. I slept through Sandlot. Like it did not entertain me as a kid.
Dude, it's a classic movie. The thing is, it's just.
What's up, my fellow Snow Roach?
What are you comparing it to? I mean, listen, if you're comparing it to other if you compare it to other baseball movies, like that's. I mean, listen, that's we're talking about a PG movie and an R-rated movie, right? That's not fair, right?
But
that's not fair. But you can compare it to like Angels in the Outfield or.
It's way. I would rather. No, I love Angels in the Outfield. Can't quote it, but I do love Angels in the Outfield.
I think Sandlot's much better than Angels in the Outfield. Angels, I mean, it's all right. It's just
Little Big League.
Those are all great.
Yeah, but like comparing it to like those movies, I think Pulse is off the phone. We'll bring him back here to see. But yeah, Pulse, to answer the question, like putting it up against other like 90s kids movies of that nature, like Little Big League and what was the other one? Rookie of the Year, which is a great film.
Johnny Smith got that fist in the air like the electricians union.
Paul, I want to ask you this. No, he was not here for this, so we need to ask you this question. It's the
this looks a little suspect. That's all I'm saying.
IBEW logo.
This looks a little iffy. That's all I'm saying.
I feel like Tim is stretching, and we're gonna get.
I'm not saying get rid of it. I'm just saying it makes you go, whoa. Like, wait a second here.
So,
where'd he go?
What happened? Where'd Pulse go?
I don't know.
He's staring into my soul. Pulse is frozen. He might come back. If we need to send him another thing, he'll be fine.
Carl, that's his real name, by the way. Carl Weathers. Carl,
we miss you. Come back. But no, I want to put this out to a vote right now to the people that are watching this stream. This is Tim thinks
it's a little iffy.
This is racist.
It's a little iffy. Racist. It's a little iffy, is what I'm saying.
And I'm saying it's innocuous. Like this is so innocuous. Like it's innocent. Like Tim is looking for the racism in this. Tim is absolutely
Bolt in the white fist. It's a little iffy, bro. It's a little iffy.
See, you sit there
and a little iffy. That's all. It's a little iffy.
Live in the city. You'll see less racism. I promise you.
Dude, you know how much racism I see here? Dude, I see it constantly. Dude, you know how many trucks I see with
Because you
Confederate
live in
flags?
a majority white city.
People flying Confederate flags over American flags.
What?
I see people flying Confederate flags over American flags, which you're not supposed to do. It's illegal technically.
Yeah, I know.
I know,
You get
Casey.
those
We did. We
people-
went through this last week. I don't know.
What about the BLM fist logo, Tim? Is that also racist?
Probably. I don't. Well, but what on BLM? I don't care. They can do whatever they want, man. They have immunity.
I'm so glad they're going bankrupt. It's a great time. So glad. Mismanagement.
There's the organization and the movement. Those are two different things. Organization, go bankrupt. I'm fine with that. They're a little weird. The movement, different. Movement, thumbs up.
Different, yes, but
Movement,
like
thumbs up. Organization, a little shady.
okay, all right. I like that answer. I was not expecting that anscer from you. I'm actually kind of
the organization is a completely different thing. It's actually kind of it's a movement, a bad name. I think it. Yeah, they're a little weird. They are a little Marxist. They are. That's their whole thing. But I mean, that's fine. But there's a little. But the movement, two thumbs up.
Yeah,
in the movement.
no.
The organization. That's the thing.
Organization.
That's when people get confused. There's two different things. The movement and the organization are two different things.
They burned and looted cities abroad. No, that was the movement apparently. An Antifa, which is an idea.
The anti-fascist. Call them the full name. So you sound dumb when you say it.
Douchebags is what I call them. Fucking retards.
That's the thing when I watched that documentary. What was it? The This Place Rules documentary. Like the insanely crazy people who are on the right and insanely crazy people on the left are exactly the fucking same.
Oh, they are. They absolutely are.
They just have a couple different keywords, but they act exactly the same. I'm like, you just
yeah,
crazies. They're all crazies, man.
You don't really see like Bible thumpers burning shit. Like
other books.
They've been doing that since the fucking dawn.
Yeah, but you don't see them burning books. You don't see them burning anything. I mean, they burn plenty of things.
Where do you watch book burnings? I've never seen a book burning on.
They probably have them
any
in
social
the
media.
Neighbor's house around here.
Oh,
also they
around your area, yes.
They machine gun Bud Lights.
And
my favorite part of that is that Kid Rock clearly was not hitting all of them himself. Like somebody else was shooting it for him, so it looked like he got them all in one shot. Did you see that video? The shots are coming from another angle. He's like missing, and the other one's like.
Are you going on grassy? Are you going grassy knoll on the KID?
Yes.
Are you?
Yes. It's there. Watch it.
What if the camera was like?
No. If we pulled it up, number one, we wouldn't be able to see it because our shit's glitchy. But Mormons and Scientologists are known for pimping out their kids. Yeah, that's weird too.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he put sociologist. I didn't even notice he did because I knew what he was talking about. But yeah, no, those damn sociologists. Mormon especially. Dude, there's that dude running a cult from jail.
Really?
Yeah, that Mormon dude. What is his name?
That.
Oh, there's a Netflix documentary about it. I think it's called Keep Sweet. I think.
Okay.
But yeah, it's they started in Utah, they moved to Texas because people in Utah were getting iffy about them, so they moved to Texas, and it's really crazy. And the dude had sex with a bunch of underage people, and he married.
That's always where it goes.
Yeah, he married a bunch of them. And
you're not.
And now
he's giving me any new info. Like this.
No, well, the thing is now that he's in prison and he's still running the cult from prison, which is pretty interesting.
Well, yeah, most
one
of
the
them
Mormon
do that
chick
shit.
for 3 years and never met her parents. It was creepy. I don't know. I believe you.
No, yeah. I mean, that's one, especially because Johnny's in Utah. Yeah.
No.
Or is he in New York?
No, isn't. Oh.
Is he an East Coaster? Where are you? Where are you at?
No,
Johnny?
yeah, I think he's East Coast.
Where are you? Where? What state are you in? Because we forget, or at least I do. The only reason I know Pulse is from Houston is we've had many baseball or like.
Yeah, I thought he was from New York. Yeah.
Yeah, but what was I gonna say?
I don't know, really.
Yeah, like they always try and do that shit where they run the shit from. There's a show right now on Hulu, I think. It's about like a Mormon cult where the guy tried to run for like political office or something. It's It's got Kurt Russell's kid is like the lead on the show. It's like Kingdom of Heaven or something like that. I don't know.
Is that about the I saw a documentary about the Liberty University guy, those people? That was what was that? That was a cucking thing. Like the guy liked to watch his wife get nailed by this dude.
Yeah, I'm looking it up right now.
Well, that's a good one too. I can't remember the name of that documentary. That's a good one too. And it was great because that guy was president of Liberty University and he was an insane alcoholic. Like he'd be like chugging tequila out of water bottles and like doing sermons and shit. Like,
I'd actually go to church at that point.
Right?
Why can't I fucking find this thing? I'm looking at the TV and fucking all this.
Listen, I will say, there's a lot of Mormons that aren't.
Oh, Under the Banner of Heaven is what it's called. It's got also Andrew Garfield in it as like the cop that snitches on his Mormon like polygamy friends and shit.
Okay.
Yeah.
Listen, not all Mormons are terrible people. We're just talking about the culty ones, right? Like I know Mormons.
What's up, Connor? We're not saying your last name. Don't say the last name. Don't say the last name.
I don't think that's the way to. I don't think I would pronounce it correctly anyway. I'll say McNuggets.
But yeah, I watched it with Shauna. But Mormons have messed up agendas. I mean, yeah, there's a tourist trap of Mormons just like right down the road from my house.
My hotel in Baltimore had a Bible and also had a Book of Mormon in there. I'm assuming that the Book of Mormon didn't come from the hotel. I feel like some Mormons stayed there and be like, "How you need another option in this?"
Wouldn't that, dude? That would be actually really funny if.
Let's make up our own religion and put pamphlets in drawers at hotels. Yes.
No, you walk into a hotel room and all of a sudden you open up a drawer where all the Bible should be, and there's just like five or six religious texts, like the Quran and
you do
Dianetics.
You, bro. Dianetics. Yeah. You do you, bro. A copy of Battlefield Earth, whatever, bro. You do you. You do you.
Above all the books is just a note that says "Make your choice."
Yes. Yes, and I want to have AI write me some literature about the Church of Creed, the church that just worships Creed songs.
That'll be you. Now you have an assignment Thursday for the show. You will read the Bible of Creed on this show, as written by AI. I think yes. Yes. Do a Creed sermon on this show Thursday for my birthday. It's my birthday. Like
you're not gonna be here.
I know, but it's I want it. It's a request.
That would be such a great church. You go and everyone's like, open up your hymnals. When you are with me, I'm free. I'm careless, I believe. Oh my gosh, what a great church. Yes.
Brothers and sisters, you have to get out of your own prison and be a soldier of one for Scott Stapp.
Listen, I've actually talked about the Church of Creed for years. I'm gonna register. I'm gonna register the Church of Creed. We're gonna get a tax exemption.
Yes. I like it. I'll throw my name on that certificate. No, we should. Tim, I'm already thinking we should do that. Start our own Church of Creed.
Dude, I've been talking about the Church of Creed for years. There's many people that I have. Many of my friends have heard about my pitch of the Church of Creed.
What's your pitch for the Church of Creed?
That's basically it. It's just that we need to have a church, and we just go all the sermons and songs are just Creed stuff, and we just go through that.
When Scott Stapp wrote
what
Higher,
are we
was
worshiping?
talking about
the high, whatever higher power you want to. No specific really, but we go on the songs that are talking about the higher power, right? And we talk about, yes, and we can also we can go from Sinner's Creed, which is Scott Stapp's book. We're not worshiping Scott Stapp per se, but he's like the Joseph Smith of the Church of Creed, I'll say.
Raise your white hands for the Church of Creed. It's the whitest religion ever.
Maybe. Peace be with you. Oh yeah.
Do you think Tim would suck Scott's staff?
Number one, ask the question correctly, then we're answering.
Yeah, and the supplemented, there's
No, I
Pulse is
wouldn't.
back. Yeah, you supplement it with some Striper songs. I think that's how you balance it out.
Striper. It's Striper.
Pulse is back. Yay!
Sorry about that, fellas. I was lost in the Matrix for a second.
I get there every once in a while. Most of the time on this show.
Yes, all of our technical difficulties are glitches in the Matrix. That's all.
Somebody's been getting when watching the Andrew Tate videos I've been sending him. Good. I like it.
I watch every about third video you send me. A lot of times it's like, nope.
Pulse, do you have any people? Do you do that to people? Like you'll get high or something, and you'll start sending videos to people on like YouTube or Reels and shit like that.
Yeah, but I gotta say, like I went down a rabbit hole of like these indigenous people, like these cannibals one time. And I just started posting this shit in the Discord, but I gotta say, man, it's some weird shit on YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
Like some really weird shit.
Throwing cannibal shit on. Yeah, don't send that to me. I don't want that shit.
Two Joints has a great question. How did you get Wesley Snipes from Blade on the program? It was just an email, really. It was just an email. He answered nicely, so and said yes.
We said something about tax advice.
Sup, Jays? I was going for Raven from Tekken.
I like it. What have you played the new Street Fighter game yet?
No, but I want to. And also, you know they're making a Twisted Metal series.
Yeah, with Samoa Joe from AEW. Yes. He plays Sweet Tooth's body with Will Arnett's voice over it. The Anthony Mackie fight is actually pretty cool. I like that a lot when they're in Vegas.
I like Anthony Mackie.
Yeah, Anthony Mackie's the shit. I think he's going to do well as the new Captain America, too. Like, I'm excited for Brave New World, which they changed the name, by the way. Paul, so are you a MCU guy?
You know what? Honestly, I feel like because there's like a comic movie that comes out every month. I'm like honestly sick of it.
Yeah.
That's the big fear.
They're getting worse too. Like, or maybe we're just desensitized to it. Most of them are just like, all right, whatever. You know, I don't know.
Well, do either of y'all watch The Boys?
I started The Boys, haven't really finished.
I watched the first two seasons. Yet. I'm still sitting on the third season. I don't know why I haven't watched it yet. I will, but I saw the first two seasons of The Boys. Decent, but I was not excited. So excited that I had to watch the third season right away. So,
yeah,
it's all right.
But the Umbrella Academy had me for like 1.5 seasons. I like season 1 of the Umbrella Academy. That's a fucking hilarious, one of the best written shows ever. But it's
Ryan, I'd rather you not, if that's an option.
I will spoil it for you, Tim.
I'd rather you not, if we could go with that option. But
Jared Fogle watching The Boys a lot. I'm gonna you know what?
I get it.
Two joints gets a clap for that.
That's not the sound effect I'd play, but
the
Price is Right sound.
Or how about this one? It's longer.
We need to take your sound effects away.
That's what I need. I need to get a soundboard next, man.
Now,
No,
yeah.
they don't.
Well, if you're gonna produce this show, yes, I'm down. For
I will
that.
quit if we come full morning zoo. I will quit.
We should do that episode though. Like, if we ever make money at this show, we'll fly Pulse up from Houston to have a morning zoo show where we're in a studio. We rent like an iHeartMedia studio.
I'll give him a buddy pass.
And what?
I'll give him a buddy pass. My uncle flies out of Houston.
Ooh, yeah. Forgot about that. That would save us a lot of money.
I don't know if I gotta fly standby, but I don't know. United doesn't have a hub in Cleveland anymore, but they used to when they did. There was flights all the time.
Yeah, we could get him to Chicago and then fucking fly him over from Chicago.
Just get him an Uber.
Ray, let's turn this into a literally into a zoo. You know what? Yeah. I like it. I like it a lot. I like it. Pulse, you're gonna have all these with you soon. Just to let you know. You're gonna have control somewhat of the show.
One password at a time. One password a month.
Yes, it starts with Talk Studio, then it works up to IG. Twitter is last because I would have to read.
The email is last.
Well, yeah, because we don't want no freaky. We don't want to see a lot of clips for sale receipts in our stuff. He just uses that for clips for sale because he doesn't want to use his real one. It's like Big Booty Hose 9. Why? Dude, come on. Do you like a thick girl? Do you like a thick girl, Pulse?
Sure.
Okay. I don't know if you did. Because
Thomas
did.
He doesn't say it the way Ray and Thomas does. We're like, only offensive lineman.
What's like your ideal broad, man? I want to know.
That's weird. Don't ask him that. That's weird.
Why?
No, it's fine. I'm not
I'm
gonna
asking
say
for
I
a
have
body type, not like I don't want like deep blue eyes. Like I don't want that kind of detail.
I do. I just want
for body type.
Yes, I want to see your personality traits. That's it.
Yeah. He shows us on like a
and what
paper
astronomical
like
sign?
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, no, I'm not gonna say I have like a type. I just, whoever I find attractive,
I'm kind of the same way. I'm like, I don't know if I have a type, but I'll tell you yes or no. You give me a picture.
Right.
I'll give you yes or no. Right.
Yeah. I can
and some of them
that's
could have
fair.
similar body types, but I'd be like, for whatever reason, yes to that one, no to that one.
Are either of you familiar with the rapper by the name of Ice Spice?
Yeah, I know who Ice Spice is.
I've seen some conspiracy videos on her recently where like people think she's already got like representation behind her besides Drake and all that kind of stuff.
What do you mean? There's like a room of white people like writing her songs. Oh my gosh, it'll be hilarious.
It's
actually a boardroom of old whites. Like,
no, it's just Randy Newman in a room at a typewriter writing Ice Spice lyrics.
I've heard that. I've heard that she might be an industry plant. I've heard that before.
Yeah, I saw that. I've seen that recently, like pop up in my YouTube shorts, and they make compelling arguments. I'm not gonna lie, but I don't know that much about Ice Spice, to be honest with you.
Dude, I always thought it'd be funny to make like a documentary called Operation. This is gonna sound so racist, so I apologize. Operation Urban Comic, where we have like a bunch of comedians, like just find a black guy who's not a comedian but an actor, and like try to like teach him how to be an urban comic. It's a room full of white dudes trying to write him jokes.
You know what?
If
you did that like a Joe, if you did that like a Joe Schmo, I think that would be perfect. I really think that would be perfect if you did like a Joe Schmo.
Non-white comics in there too. It makes it perfectly fine, I think.
Well, no, you have like the black dude giving him like outfit advice, and all he keeps telling him is to like wear FUBU. And
I've ran this idea by some comics, white and black, and they like this idea. All right, so
I love it. I think it's great, especially that whole thing
Hilarious.
of like have a whole room of white guys write for him. Like that would be a
I also
hilarious
think we could
visual.
work. We give him a ridiculous stage name like Reggie Sparks or something like that with 3 X's.
Oh God, no!
Or like make him laugh Leon or something like that. The comedian with it at the end. No, sorry.
Oh,
Exactly.
I've had conversations.
Someone who's been on stage but has never done any humor, right? And you just teach him how to be a hacky comic like that, and then he just blows up. I think it'd be hilarious.
He
And
keeps
I was going to ask, what do y'all think about this guy, Matt Rife?
We talked about this, haven't we?
I think we've discussed it on the show.
No problem at all. I actually don't see anyone who has a problem with him, really. I just see people talking about people having a problem with him, but not actually people having a problem with him.
Yeah, I haven't seen a single negative thing, but I share stuff like Matt Rife. Like
Some people don't think
events
he's
that pop
funny,
up.
but that's subjective. That's fine.
Well, I was going to ask, what do y'all think about his routine? Like, what do y'all?
Oh, he's a good comic, but his stuff isn't like my favorite. But he's funny. He's good, but it's subjective. That's not my favorite kind of stuff. What he does, but to say he doesn't know what he's doing would be a lie, right? He's a good comic.
Okay.
Is he as popular as he is just on the merit of his comedy? No, of course not. But good for him.
I'm gonna hold on. I gotta go up here. I'm gonna take a leak real quick. I'll be right back.
I'll have to raise P all of a sudden. No, but it's I don't know. Anyone who I don't know.
It's called liver cirrhosis, Tim. Fucking get on my level.
I don't want to get on that level. Loss is the best. I don't know what that is. What is that? Is that his podcast? I don't know. What am I looking at? Doing a bump. Is Ray doing? Ray can't afford to do. We can't afford to do bumps. From this, Legion of Skanks. Yeah. I'm aware of what that is. No, I just didn't know what that was. Yeah, we can't afford high tech drugs. The good drugs. We can only afford dirt, weed, and bourbon, mid shelf bourbon.
What time do you think Ray started drinking today?
I don't know. Probably when he got home.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. I didn't start drinking until the show starts.
Oh, okay.
And then I'll be done when we're done, usually. Yeah. I need to stop drinking on Thursdays, though, I think. Usually, most of the time, I was drinking Tuesday and like on like a Saturday. When I'm hanging out with my brother or something. Although, I'm not going to be out there this weekend because he has a wedding to go to, so I'll be here. So am I going to drink? Oh, no, you know what? I'll drink tomorrow because I have a show tomorrow down the street from me. Well, like 5 minutes from me walking. So
Okay.
that'll be fun. I think we're gonna be outside. I think they have a big stage back there and a patio. We haven't done one outside yet. It should be interesting. I don't love outside comedy, but it's because it's nice out. We might give it a go.
How's the weather in Cleveland right now?
I don't know. I'm not in Cleveland, but
Oh.
it's raining here.
Oh yeah, okay. Well, it's like 105 in Texas, man.
Yeah, that'll do it. Well, the thing about Houston is like Houston gets humid. Like West Texas doesn't get humid. It's like dry heat, right? But like Houston got humid. So that's fucking annoying. Well, the Guards are playing. They're losing 2-0 to fucking Oakland. Fucking win. Do better.
No, the Oakland A's are gonna go on a fucking a win streak and win the World Series on their way out of Oakland. They're gonna take that to LV, baby.
Oh shoot, I gotta check Game Changers, see how the old Nice's team is doing. They're playing Dover tonight, Ray. You know how big a deal that is.
Oh yeah, that's a big deal.
They are.
Did y'all see the other night the Giants beat the Dodgers 15-0?
It happens.
The who?
San Francisco beat LA 15-0.
Yeah, sometimes it does happen where you have a softball game on your hands. I mean, it's wild, and it's wild the amount of how affected the game is right now by that pitch clock. I've seen some of the ending times for these games, and I'm just
It's been a lot more than they thought. They thought it'd be like 15 minutes. It's been like half an hour. Yeah.
Yeah, it's weird, man. Like Pulse, you've seen a shit ton of games that go into the wee morning hours, even in your time zone with the Astros. Like, dude, it's
Yeah, no, I remember.
wild.
I think one World Series game ended around like 2 a.m. one time.
That's
that
gonna
04
be
Was
the
that
weird part
05?
with the playoffs.
I think I remember Albert Pujols being in it. So I don't remember what year it was. I just remember it was like 2 o'clock in the morning, and I had to go to school.
Yeah, I don't know.
Was that the Detroit St. Louis World Series?
Could be.
What was it gonna?
I can't remember,
Earthquake during the World Series was awesome.
Oh yeah, that was the Bay Area series, right? That was
92. Yeah.
do they still let the All-Star game decide who has home field advantage?
No, they stopped that after.
Oh, okay.
I think 16 was the last year because it was when Cleveland got home field advantage because of the All-Star game. Listen, that made the All-Star game like super intense, but it was way too much to put on it. I mean, I liked it, but it was ridiculous. Like it was way too much to put on that game. But I mean, it definitely made it really interesting. The only thing is, the baseball All-Star game is the only one that's interesting anyway, because people don't give up at bats. So it's kind of hard to like phone it in. Like every other All-Star game sucks. Baseball is the only one that's any good.
That's true. I agree 100%. Like I used to watch the NBA All-Star game.
That one sucks. It's so bad.
I never watched the Pro Bowl. I couldn't.
Pro Bowl's the worst. Pro Bowl was the worst. That's why they're not doing it anymore. It was the worst.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The only thing that mattered was the fourth quarter of the NBA All-Star game. So they score 80 points a quarter until the fourth quarter.
Yeah, I mean, it's just like they're lobbing it to each other every time down the court, and it's like you miss defense. You want to see actual competitive game,
Right. I wanted to replace it with a 2-on-2 tournament, NBA Jam style.
Oh yeah, you remember MTV Rock and Jock?
No.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
man, when I was a kid, that was the shit, man.
Rock and Jock, fuck yeah, dude. That was. How about my favorite? Also was, I think it was what ESPN 2 would do the And One tour.
Oh yeah.
When that popped off, but like NBA Rockin' Jam was fucking funny shit, dude. Like I used to watch that. I used to watch that all the goddamn time.
I was this morning. I was watching 3-on-3 World Cup. Jimmer Fredette, dude. Jimmer Fredette still got it, bro. Like he's not good enough for the NBA, but he's pretty good outside of it. if it's not against NBA players, he's pretty good.
Yeah, even the NHL. Like I used to be in real deep to the NHL's like skills competition. I didn't watch this year. Like I just didn't care. There's some about All-Star games where they've lost their luster completely.
Baseball's the only good one, and also the home run derby. They also have the home run derby in the game. They have the best skill competition or whatever side game, and they have the best game. However, Mac McClung, is that his name? He saved the dunk contest. I mean, like he's the only thing I care about now is to see if that guy's going to win the dunk contest and if anyone's going to be able to beat him at the dunk contest. That's like I didn't care at all about the dunk contest till this guy. He might not even be in the NBA when they do it. It's going to be a G League guy comes up, beats everybody in the dunk contest.
I like Two Joints' idea actually. UFC All-Star game, and it would be 3 days, tons of fights. I think that would be.
I think they should do it Jim versus Jim, and they put up a fighter who's not in the UFC, like somebody we've never heard of, and just throw him in there.
That should be Olympic. Like that should be the Olympics. To be honest with you,
They should put MMA in the Olympics. I think.
We talked a bunch of times why the NBA, why the Olympics wouldn't. MMA and the Olympics would not be what we wanted it to be. I mean,
no,
there would be fighters, but like none of the guys in the big organizations, none of them in their right mind would ever let them fight in a tournament that wasn't their own. None of them would. So
Yeah.
It'd just be guys we never heard of, or maybe it would be amateur like boxing. That would make more sense if we made amateur like boxing.
They go full Pennsylvania with the shin guards,
and you can't punch them when they're on the ground. That was the weirdest shit ever. When I saw amateur fight in Pennsylvania, I'm like, what the fuck's going on?
Indiana has that rule. It had that rule for the longest time. I don't know. We'll have to talk
Pennsylvania now has levels, like you can move up, but you're like when you start, you still have to do that. But then you can move up to take. I think you can take the shin guards off eventually and stuff like that. But
hey, Brewster, good to see you, buddy. No, what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, the Indiana thing. When I went into Indiana and I was like, they were like, oh, you can't hit to the head when somebody's on the ground in Indiana.
Yeah.
That's fucked. Like, what do you? And I watched it. I remember I watched this ginger girl, like full on redhead, pale as fucking paper, ginger bitch, beat the fuck out of this poor little Italian girl. Just like. You could tell that she was not enjoying her day, but all she kept doing was hitting to the body. And I was like, I know this is an amateur fight, but why aren't they hitting to the head? And somebody was like, oh, you can't hit to the head in amateurs in Indiana. I'm like, what? What kind of fucking boring shit is that, man? Knee to the head in Pulse. You have an assignment, by the way.
Okay.
I want you to get us the Texas State Athletic Commission amateur MMA rules. You can find it on the State Athletic Commission website, but find that and send it to us. I want to see what the rules are for amateur in Texas.
Doesn't Texas have like smokers with 8-year-olds?
Probably. Wouldn't it be funny if
and it seems like Texas would be one of the ones.
Did you say 80-year-olds or 8-year-olds?
8-year-old. Oh, man, 80-year-olds I'd watch. Oh my gosh.
Yes. Nursing home wars.
Oh, you remember bum fights?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh. I used to watch those and Backyard Wrestling. I used to get those DVDs every like all the time. Bum fights, it sucks, but you're like, yeah, at least they're getting paid, it looks like, so we're okay with it.
Yeah, I think they bought them like 40s in a crack sack or something like that. They made it work
a lot of the time, yeah, or like gift. Wouldn't they buy them like gift cards too, or like meals if they fucking won? It's wild what we used to get away with in the 90s, boys.
Yeah.
Wild.
There's a channel that plays old on YouTube, plays old American Gladiators episodes on loop. I just found it yesterday. It is always playing American Gladiators. Yeah.
Send it to me. I want to see that. I'll fall asleep to it every night.
Whatever happened to the Rock's show? He had like this. I think it was called Titan Games or something like that.
No, that flopped hard, didn't it? No, he did.
I just remember Tyron Woodley was on like one of the first few episodes, and this was like right when he was going through his skid in the UFC, and he lost on there too. And I was like, geez.
It's like he can't beat Logan, or he can't beat Jake Paul. He can't beat a fucking fake Boulder. Like,
well, he was going up against some average guy. The guy was like a firefighter or something, and like in their last little gauntlet or last little obstacle course, he just got beat by some regular dude. And it's like, you're a pro athlete.
Oh yeah,
it's crazy.
It is, and there's actually a show on Netflix that like makes me happy. It's called Physical 100. It's out of Korea, and they basically took a bunch of like body types from like big jacked up bodybuilders to, I forget the dude's name. Why can't I remember? Hold on. Let me look him up. Physical 100 MMA fighter. There we are. Yeah, they had Yoshihiro Akiyama on there.
Sexyama?
Yeah, they had Sexyama on the show. And he lasted for a while. Like, he really did. I won't give away when he got out of there, but they had Sexyama on there. They had, who else did they have? Hold on.
One of my favorite fights ever was Sexyama versus Chris Lieben. This is one of my favorite fights ever.
Yeah, I forgot about
That
that.
was such a good fight.
They had Tim will know, or Tim and Pulse might know this name, but Tim Nippert or Dustin Nippert.
The pitcher.
Yeah, they had Dustin Nippert on the show, and it was basically to find out what the best body was to like do physical activities
Pick a
and
different
stuff.
pitcher, maybe, but I mean, where was this? Korea?
Yeah, Korea. It's
Yeah,
on
he
Netflix.
probably-
It's
yeah, he
called
probably
Physical
played in
100.
Korea.
He was, or he does. But no, yeah, they had Akiyama on Physical 100, and like that. I will say this: if you guys really want to like
Get
have
Trevor
some fun,
Bauer on that show. What they should do.
that'll probably be season 2. They're waiting for that paycheck.
Listen, if there's an S&M competition on there, he'll win. Just get the whips out.
Jesus Christ! Oh, I love you, Tim. I love
You
you.
should. I am precious.
But no, yeah, dude, you guys got to watch Physical 100. It's so fun. Like, it's addicting. It really is. Roy Nelson's such a talented fat man. Yes, he
It's
is.
true.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, did you guys hear that? Did you guys hear that Deion Sanders might get his foot amputated?
What?
The Beatus? You got the sugars?
Yes.
What is it? Yeah.
He has the sweet blood? How's he going to coach with the sweet blood?
I don't know if he has diabetes, but I think he has like a
Probably
blood
play
clot
football.
or something.
That sucks.
Interesting. Yeah, I didn't know that.
Well, knowing him, I'll probably get a good old prosthetic and he'll be fine. You won't even notice. He'll just be prime on the sidelines with his prosthetic, Ossipitorius style.
Nah.
Just maybe less murders.
He's just like, fuck it, give me the blades so I can run down the sideline of
Full-on
Colorado
blade runner.
University.
Yeah.
I kind of want to see what he does this season with Colorado. It's
Dude,
like,
I think his best get, dude, was getting the prime the way the head coach of Kent State to be his OC. I can't believe he left. He left Kent State to be an OC. But it is a strength, though. I forget his name. Sean something. Fuck. But anyway, he's offensively is great. So him running
he's
the
got
offense
amputated
for
toes already.
Deion.
I got to hold on. Deion Sanders amputated toes. Hold on.
Yeah, look
Deion
it up.
Sanders.
His name is. Anyway,
Sanders.
I'm saying
I heard his whole foot has to go.
okay. Just trying to say that Prime's OC is pretty sweet, but all right.
No, continue.
No, that's it. That's it.
Mate, yeah. Deion Sanders, this is according to Fox, Yahoo Sports. Left foot amputation, a possibility for Deion Sanders. Wow.
That sucks.
Yeah, dude. Think about that. He's one of the best. I'd actually put him above Bo as the best baseball player / football player to do it, really. I mean, him and Bo are the two most famous ones, obviously. But, like, I mean, he came back and almost hit for the cycle when he played for the Reds for that. I think
baseball player. He was a much
What?
better baseball player. Sanders was like a platoon outfielder guy. Bo was a bona fide star outfielder, But I think Prime was overall a better football player.
Did you ever see the 30 for 30 on Bo Jackson?
Yeah, that guy's nuts.
That guy
great.
was like, I mean, the shit that he did on a baseball diamond was unreal, man.
Hell yeah.
Some of those throws he made were insane.
When he walked up that wall, took 3 steps on that wall,
Mm-hmm.
and he would break a bat over his head. I mean, he was something else.
Oh, yeah. He was an alpha male amongst a bunch of, like,
Alpha male?
well, I was about to say betas. Like,
You remember when he trucked Brian Bosworth?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's the
Yeah,
highlight
you know
of
what
the-
though? That's not as you look at it. It's not as bad as everyone. Like that when people talk about it, and then you watch it, you feel like it'd be more than it is. Like I think it's just like because of the situation and everything. Bosworth's supposed to be the next guy and all this blah blah whatever. But he didn't really truck him that bad. I mean, I've seen every year. Nick Chubb does that to about 40 guys.
Yeah.
But it was just kind of the situation, and he was supposed to be the next big thing, Bosworth, and he never was. And
Yeah, I don't know. Something about like look up an interview with Shannon Sharp and Deion Sanders, two joints. They laugh about it. Oh, about how much they got laid. Yeah, because I put the two joints comment up there. Yeah.
Look at them.
I bet. Well, no, I bet Deion Sanders was pulling some fucking top notch fucking tail, dude.
I mean, I'd hope so. I'd hope so.
But he was probably getting Bo's fucking. He was picking off the back of the line of Bo Jackson. Like that's kind of where it went. Like the line was so long, they wouldn't notice you taking a few. You know.
I still think the greatest two-sport athlete of all time is Eddie Alvarez. Not the fighter, Eddie Alvarez, the Olympian in baseball and speed skating.
Yes, we've talked about Eddie
silver in both the winter and summer games.
It's impressive.
Especially that combination of sports. Like I think everyone else that's done it was like track and bobsledding. He was like speed skating and baseball. You can't get any different in sports. Anyway. Bo knows hose. Isn't that the name of the 30 for 30 documentary?
I hope. But let's get this out of the way real fast. Tim didn't watch this, but I do want to talk to Pulse about this fight.
I'm going to get more drink.
All right. I will take you off stream, and me and Pulse will talk about the Jared Cannonier and Marvin Vettori fight. I called this episode Total Domination for a reason, because we witnessed total domination in two different leagues by top guys, but this one's a different one, Pulse. I don't know if you share this with me, but it shows how scary Izzy is in the 185 division when Jared Cannonier comes in against a guy like Marvin Vettori, who is top. Like he's a top guy in that division. It made it look easy. Like really easy. He beat the piss out of Marvin Vettori for fucking 5 rounds. It was bad, dude. Really bad. What'd you think?
No, I completely agree. Would you say this is a candidate for fight of the year?
No, just because of how much of a domination it was. Like to me, this was one of those fights where you saw a clear-cut alpha. For sure. Like a fight of the year candidate for me, even though Vettori, that Dago is fucking tough as shit, man. Like he is one tough kid. You could have made a thing for, I think it was the second round when Cannonier was just beating the shit out of him in the corner of the cage.
That's gotta be his greatest attribute, huh? His chin. You would say more so than his striking or wrestling?
No, he's a great striker. Don't get me wrong. But, yeah, his chin, his toughness. I mean, that's one of Marvin Vettori's best attributes, really, I think. And for him to go 5 rounds and look like chopped meat afterwards the way he did, I mean, the scoring, baffled me. Scoring baffled me completely. I thought there was at least 2 10-8 rounds in that fight.
I was going to say, wasn't it a unanimous decision?
It was, but okay. It was 48-49. So 49-48. I think that some of the judges gave on that card. Let me, because when I heard the thing, I had my buddy. I was at my friend's house on Sunday. We were just hanging out playing. Like I showed him Fortnite for the first time. So I got him on his record, Pulse. He just started the fucking game. Hasn't played one yet himself. And I got him 2 battle royales in a row, or victory royales in a row. Tell me I'm not that fucking good. But anyway, Scally Bandit on Twitch. Go check me out. But no, just it was such a domination that it doesn't rank up there with a lot of the fights that we've seen even in 2023. I mean, it's up there with Jones versus Gane almost. It was that easy for Cannonier, in my opinion. Like watching Cannonier just rocket some of them hooks in. Those hooks were. Vettori had no chance against them hooks, dude. Absolutely none.
I mean,
it was wild, man.
I mean, Cannonier is a stud, man. It's like this is Strickland and Vettori back to back. These are two top contenders. It's like I feel like he's earned the title shot already. People are saying Kamzat, but I feel like he should just wait, you know?
Yeah, I kind of want it to be if I really want something, it's got to be, and the internet has kind of brought it up there as well, which is like Hamzat taking on Cannonier. I've seen some people call for that fight online.
Cannonier beats the dog shit out of him.
It could happen. It could happen.
I mean, he went tooth and nail with what's the guy's name? The middleweight. I mean, the welterweight that just beat Jorge. What's his name? Gilbert Burns.
Yeah.
And Gilbert Burns dropped him. So after seeing what we saw out of Cannonier, like, there's no question in my mind. He beats the hell out of him.
Oh yeah, dude. I think Hamzat would go 5 if they were given like a fight night main event or 3 rounds. I don't want to see that as a 3-rounder. There's a part of me that doesn't want to. I want to see that as a main event fight night in an arena full of people, not just at the Apex. I know people are like hating on the Apex experience. I kind of like it, but like that kind of fight, that's an arena. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the Toyota Center, that's the Nationwide Arena, that's even like up here with the Rocket Mortgage Fieldhouse. That's an arena main event for a fight night. If I want Jared Cannonier versus Hamzat, I want to be able to buy tickets to that outside of the Apex.
Yeah.
Cannonier's a decent wrestler, though. I don't think he's not as good a wrestler as Hamzat, but enough that maybe he won't get quite Kevin Holland. Like, he won't be able to do what he did to Kevin Holland to Cannonier, I don't think.
No.
But if he wants to beat him, if he wants to wrestle fuck him like that, he can. He probably would be able to, but it'd be a little more difficult than Kevin Holland. But no, that's a good fight. That's a good fight. Every time they announce new cards, I'm hoping that they say Ohio or Pittsburgh. I'm hoping.
Yeah.
Nothing, man. They just announced Nashville. If we didn't go to that's one. If the only other one I'm going to go to this year would be one in Ohio.
Yeah,
right? I'm not going to travel for one or Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh would be okay too.
They just announced Payback, which is a WWE pay-per-view or like premium live event. It's going to be in Pittsburgh on a Saturday. I'm like, I kind of want to go to that fucking show.
You're going to take a bus to Pittsburgh and back.
No, I'd stay in Pittsburgh. I'd stay and then
get a bus back.
Well, no. There's my buddy that I watch pay-per-views with, John, which we haven't had him on the show. I want to have him on the show.
I can get a bus from New Philly to Cleveland.
Yeah, I stopped in rural ass areas in Kansas and Missouri, bro.
The bus stop is like on the other side of town though, so I couldn't walk there. Anyway,
Brewster is saying, but Hamzat would be heavier and much stronger at that weight. I would think could be interesting.
At this point, you just fight 85. He fought 85 before, had no problem with the size of those guys, and I don't think he's good. No, I don't think the size is going to be. He's pretty big. It's not like the size is going to be an issue. I can't think of any middleweight that I'm like, oh no, he's not going to be big enough to fight him. Look at Izzy. He's not that big.
But at 85, do you think he's going to ragdoll people like he was doing at 70s? He's not going to pick people up and.
Well, he did that when he started at 85. He did that to the Welsh guy. What's his name? Jack something. The Welsh guy, fucking.
Manson?
No, the Welsh guy. Anyway, but he's not as. It was one of his first fights. It was when he had those bunch of fights in a row.
Oh, Mearshart?
No, he knocked Mearshart out.
The Dragon or whatever his name is.
Yeah, the Welsh guy.
The jiu-jitsu guy, right?
No, he was a boxer.
Jack,
I almost had it.
Jack.
You interrupted the man. He had it. Tim. You interrupted him, you racist.
Jack, I forget, man. But yeah, it's just I think
Mars.
Okay.
Fuck. Hold on. No, I'm not. I haven't looked it up. I'm trying to think. It's Jack. We could just look it up, but now I'm just trying to think. Somebody look it up.
I know what you're talking about. Strickland beat him too.
Yeah, I think he's out of the UFC now, but
hold on. Mm-hmm. Cancer.
Of course, listen.
Jack Marshman.
Marshman. Yeah, first no one was looking. Now everyone looked at the same time, and we had good job, guys. We're on it. We are on it. That's gonna be your job, Polestone. I'm like, somebody look this up. Somebody look this up. That's you.
Okay.
You'd be the young Jamie to our Rogan. Is
that's
basically
more important
what we're
than you
for.
Providing verbal content. I mean, if you got something, good. But if you don't, no big deal. But this is that. Yes.
Yeah, looking shit up is going to be like 9/10 of your job.
What should be the Jamie Kennedy to our enemy of the state?
Oh God,
there's a lot of comedic actors in that movie.
It's a good movie, isn't it?
Jason Lee and yeah, it is. You forget about that one. Jason Lee and Jack Black. Jack Black's in it. He plays a tech as well, I believe.
I don't know. I just saw Almost Famous.
Hold on, Ray. Have you seen Enemy of the State?
I've heard of it.
All right.
Ray.
Gene Hackman, Will Smith, dude.
Well, how prophetic was that movie? Because it's like that's the world we're living in now. There's cameras everywhere.
That's true.
Yeah. Very true, bro. Can't go anywhere without goddamn cameras, man. Like it's not to get conspiratorial, but it is.
Brewster,
weird.
are you just naming all the Welshmen now? Jack Shore.
Oh, I love our commenters. They're the best. You guys rock. Thank you guys, by the way, for watching. We're not done yet, but thank you guys for watching as always. And
you know what documentary I started watching? I started watching the documentary about the soccer teams trying to make a super league. It's called The War for Football. It's pretty interesting. Yeah, it's pretty interesting. They're trying to like make the whole thing crumble. Basically, they're trying to make one super duper competition with the best teams play, but also what they want, one of the big parts is the biggest teams never get relegated. They get in the competition no matter what they do. They can not win a game, they stay in the competition and you know who love that? The Americans that own soccer teams over there, like the Glazers, which we met a Glazer in Vegas.
Yeah.
She was talking about how Scottie Pippen sued her, which was actually pretty hilarious.
Yeah, she oh God, what's her name? Hold on. I'm gonna shout her out right now. She actually
right?
but she's made me her top fan a few times, which is hilarious on Facebook because I like her shit. Glazer. Yeah, no. Lindsay Glazer, go check her out. She's a funny comedian.
Although when I found out that her family was billionaires, I laughed a little less. I'm not
She's
real proud
a fucking
of it.
lawyer, kid.
Not real proud of it, but that's just how how you feel when you like your family's the Glazers. I'm like, okay.
Oh, that's funny. You're just like,
dude, that's what everyone feels, dude. I'm sure she gets that a lot. It's not her fault. But
I didn't even know who her family is, to be honest with you.
No, when she said that, I'm like, oh fuck, fucking. They own the Buccaneers and Manchester United.
Oh yeah. Okay, I still don't know.
And they're Brazilianaires, so probably there's some blood money there.
Goddamn communist. Thinking it's all against you.
Mega super capitalist.
Am I frozen?
Inside, yes. Your heart has been for years.
Yes, but you are frozen.
Am I?
Yeah, your eyes are closed.
It pisses me off so much.
There it is. You came back. after you
No,
got
like-
pissed off.
Oh, that pisses me off, man.
The algorithm realized you were pissed off in Talk Studio and went, you know what, we're gonna fix it for Tim to make him happy.
It makes me really mad when that happens.
Well, he only has UFC wins, but who are what? Oh,
No, I'm frozen again. Fuck.
Tim, you gotta laugh out of somebody in the chat. That's the first time ever. All right, that's good. Without my assistance, of course. Oh,
What?
I don't know.
Trying to sell my mini helmets on Facebook. No one's biting. More down for more than they're worth, so that makes sense. I don't know. I've seen people sell them for a lot more. So listen, I've had it a long time, but they've never been out of the box. Human hands have not touched them since they've been boxed. They've been in the box for like 20 years, but still.
Yeah, I don't know. There's plenty of sports stores up here that just have them in the window all the time. Those signed helmets and stuff like that. So the market's flooded at this point. It looks like.
Yeah, but I'm in New Philly. You're Steelers fans in New Philly. Buy the stupid Steelers one. Get it out of my house.
No. Why don't you give that one to me?
I will for $30.
You're not gonna,
I need money. I have no money, Ray.
My birthday's Thursday, Tim.
You got a big
Christmas presents. We don't do birthday presents.
You got a big memorabilia collection?
No, I have like what was left over from my childhood. Like when I was a kid, I wanted to collect every mini helmet. I think I have a dozen of them, and I stopped, and I still have them. I have not a big one. I have some stuff. I have some autographs. I have an Albert Bell autographed baseball. I have a Lou Boudreau. I have a couple Jim Brown autographs. I have a really cool Jim Brown poster that's framed and numbered. That's pretty cool. I'd probably get a couple $100 out of that. But I like it though, so I'm gonna try not to. And I have these bobbleheads, not a lot, but they're all in my room. They're not like on display or anything.
I got an Aaron Hernandez jersey that got flagged on eBay. They won't let me sell it.
Really?
Yeah.
That's funny because sick assholes will buy that. So
I know that's what I'm trying to get rid of. I'm not a Patriots fan, so I'm trying to get rid of it.
Why did you buy an Aaron Hernandez jersey?
I didn't. I acquired it, and I'm like whenever he committed suicide, I was like, okay, it's time to sell.
He stole it from some dude he was fucking. Actually, he stole it from a girl who stole it from a different guy. Have you ever seen Eskimo Brother clothes? Have you ever seen a dude out and about and be like, "That's my shirt"?
No.
No, I have.
You have?
Uh-huh.
Well, is it new? Was it in New Philly?
No.
Oh, okay.
No, but I've definitely seen my shit before on people. Anyway, but it's funny. It was funny. It still is funny.
But the only Eskimo Brothers I have are a local comic, and
six comics.
No, just one.
Is that a reason to fight? You see some guy wearing your shit,
No, well, it depends. In this situation, my relationship, was over, and it was funny at the time because I'm like, it was funny to me. It was funny. I wonder whatever happened to my hoodie. Then you see it on some dude. You're like, and it has the same stain yours did. You're like, that's exactly mine. I know for a fact that's mine.
So my name's on the tag, Mark.
Right. Someone's wearing a shirt that says Danko on the back.
Yeah. A Danks Tank softball t-shirt.
Yes, a Danks softball t-shirt. Sure.
That would be funny. You date some girl, you get you leave the Danks Tank thing, break up, and then some dude's wearing a Danks Tank thing around New Philly, and you're like,
my number.
How's it feel, bro? Is it roomy?
Number 44, bro. Nice, like it, man. Where'd you get that? Yeah.
I got it from this girl. Oh, yeah? Well, my name's Danko. Danny!
I'm the Dank of Danks Tanks. Actually, there's
Everybody,
two of us, but
everybody in the bar.
Hey, can I give a shout out real quick? My boy Derek is in the chat.
Hey, Derek. Yes. Oh, Derek's the guy in the chat. Thank you for being here.
Derek Garner.
Appreciate it, dude. Give us a subscribe, like it, do all that. Help us with the algorithm. We need the help. So, and when I teach Pulse to do shorts, I feel like we're gonna like change the world. We're gonna be great.
it's up to him. It's just how ambitious our free employee is. So it's really
Can he get a paycheck out of this? That's more on him than it is anybody else.
how ambitious is the one person that says he'll help us for free?
Yeah.
It's just kind of a roll of the dice.
I will
Pulse
kill
is
and die for this bro shit.
Fuck yeah! That's
Listen,
the dedication.
I love it. But I don't understand why. Why, Pulse? Tell me why. I don't get it.
I enjoy it, man. What can I say?
All right, that's fine.
What? Yeah, that is a good question.
You-
What drew you to us in the first place? Like,
Besides our
anytime
sex appeal, that makes sense. That's fine. But besides the sex
Probably.
appeal,
more than likely.
You guys got to give yourself some credit. Y'all are funny as hell.
We hate ourselves, though. That's the problem.
You know what's
we
funny?
Hate ourselves.
you're the second person to say that we were funny as hell. Somebody said that to me a couple weeks ago, and I'm like, "There's two. That's two people." And I didn't even think anyone thought we were funny until I heard him actually say it. So I'm like, "Oh, okay." Like I actually didn't know.
Y'all are
Honestly, had no
stand-up.
clue.
Y'all are stand-up comedians by trades. Surely somebody had to have told you you're funny before, right?
Oh well, that's the thing. Like even like comics,
Yes, but I'm talking
we
about doing
lie to each other to keep ourselves going.
You did good too, bro.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, there's always that like you did well. Meanwhile, it was just fucking crickets the entire time, and you're bombing for 5 minutes. But we lie to each other, Pulse. Like we really do. Like,
Well, I mean, Ray and I will tell each other the truth, but
yeah. I mean, the cocaine story, like when you were like, that has, you even said there's something there, and I'm trying to work on that joke.
No, what good would it do if I'm like, that's a killer bit, man, perfect as is? That wouldn't do you any good.
Well, no, of course. I wasn't looking for that. I was more looking for like, oh, it was good. And that was it. Like, honestly, that was my only response that I was expecting. And then when you were like, yeah, there's something there. I immediately was like, I got to work on this bit.
Mm.
But no, yeah, comics, Pulse, you'll learn from like being with us on the show. Like comedians in general, we're miserable people. Like we're some of the most miserable human beings on planet Earth. But when we get around each other, for some reason, the misery turns into us like making fun of each other and like shitting on each other.
The first day I met comedians was like local comedians that were at the same level as me. I was like that was a big moment in my life because I was just like, man, I'm not the only one. I'm not the only one that's like this. I don't even know how to explain it, but just like crazy, but not really crazy. I don't know. I don't explain it, but it's like I'm not the only one that's like eccentric and weird. And I'm not the only one. And there's a bunch. I'm like, oh great, that's made me feel better. Just that right away. I'm like, oh shit, I'm not the only one. Because before that, I didn't meet that many people like that. And there's a whole subculture of them. So, I mean, everyone's different, but I mean, just the awkwardness and the weird. Anyway, but yeah, we're miserable, and that's why we're just like, why would anyone want to help us? Because we just think we're just terrible and we suck completely.
No, I've heard that before. I remember. I think it was like Patrice O'Neal and Jim Norton were talking, and they were like nobody gets us but us. Like nobody.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I do remember the day when I met. Yeah, it was a funny stop, and I started meeting people. I'm like, these guys are like cool, but they're weird. I'm like, holy shit, I'm not the only one. Holy shit, that was
being a doorman at the Cleveland Improv was like that moment where I'm like, I like hanging out with these people. And then when I got into comedy and I met people that I knew at mics and all this stuff from doing like working at the Improv and stuff, it was like we never like we weren't comics. We were friends. Like there was a bond immediately with those people with comics that you're like, I'll give you a good example. There's a guy in Cleveland, really funny guy by the name of Zach Welch. Go check him out. Zach Welch is his name. He's from Colorado originally, but he moved to Cleveland during the pandemic. And I hadn't seen Zach in 3 years. And I saw him at an open mic I was hosting. And immediately I saw his face and I went, but like friend, oh my! It was like you had comics when we get together. It's like old friends. We just fuck with each other, don't really give a shit, and make fun of each other constantly. But like when you know somebody who's a comic and you're really good friends with them, it's like family almost. It's like cousins. Like you're like, oh my god, I saw you in public. This is amazing. I love it.
Yeah, the community part is kind of the best part, and also like I found this out eventually that our scene, the Northeast Ohio scene, is a really good scene as far as people taking care of each other and people being cool to each other.
Yeah.
Not every city scene is like that. I learned that the hard way.
No.
I feel like everyone I know that like they moved to another city, not even like a giant city, but like Milwaukee or something. They're like, I thought it was going to be, people are going to be like, oh, hey, you're from out of town here, get on some shows and stuff there. It's not like that at all. So yeah, no, we have a good scene when it comes to that. I don't know.
I will say this: the Colorado scene or the Denver scene when I was there in 2018 was really good, really loving, really supportive. Everyone's
high.
Well, yeah. I mean, we were all hitting our pens. This was pre-COVID. But like you did get those people who thought they should go on whenever somebody's picking, and there was that kind of shit going up, which is okay. I don't really give a shit. But Cleveland's a scene that like I love this scene. Absolutely adore.
I really do like that. Like, I mean, they float around there some, but the real assholes, they get fucking
weeded out quick, dude.
And like the nicest people who suck keep getting spots. You know, it's like you're still trying. We'll put you up, bro. You know.
Have I ever told you, and I know this name won't mean anything, but check him out. He tours with Ali Sadiq a lot. His name's John Bruton. Anybody that doesn't know John Bruton, he gave the greatest thing of what you just said, Tim, where he said on a podcast, which was Jeremy Shear and Jordan's El Jordano Diablo is also what he went by. But John Bruton said this about comedians and the show that he runs on Mondays, which is we don't like shitty comics on top of a shitty attitude. If you're shitty, but you're nice, you're fine. And then he followed up with these words. Ray Highclack can come to the grog shop whenever he wants. He can bomb. He can talk about wrestling because he's nice. It's one of the greatest things a local comic has ever said about me. Like I took that as a badge of honor at the fact that he's like, oh, he thinks I'm nice. Like I didn't care about the shitty comic book.
Yeah,
and also, a good person. Like
you see what happens with like people will band against people too.
Yeah,
that happened
a lot.
I mean, are you referencing? Are you referencing Dane Cook when you say shitty attitude? Is that what you're talking about?
No, you do get in a local scene. Like it's the same thing probably in Houston, which you should go to the Houston Improv sometime. They do like open mics and stuff like that.
I'm the Facebook group for the Houston like open mics because I'm just like, well, what if I go down there? And I haven't gone down there forever. I'll get down there eventually, man. My cousin plays high school baseball. He'll be a sophomore next year, and I definitely want to see him play before he's done in high school. So I haven't been down there since 2009, and I miss it, dude. I loved it. I love Texas. It was fun. It was a nice place.
Texas is great, man.
Yeah, there's a lot of things I liked about it. And Fitzgerald's. I miss Fitzgerald's.
Good callback. I like it.
Mm-hmm.
But no, yeah. As a comedian, like you can't be a prick. Like you can't be an outright prick and last long in any scene. If you're like me, who I make fun of people, but I do it with a smile on my face, and you know, like if I'm fucking with you, I like you. I'm not gonna.
You can get
I'm
away
not
with.
gonna. No, what are you gonna say?
No, so you can get away with being an asshole a little bit if you're really funny, but there's a limit to everybody.
Well, yeah, but I still like fucking with comics. Like about if people who care about like how much time they do, I'll be like, you have 7 minutes. Shut up. You don't have 20. Like that kind of stuff. I like doing that stuff to comics.
And some people might get mad about that, depending on But like the show I have here, I haven't asked anyone to do that show I didn't like, except for Ray. Just Ray. Yeah. And that was only because I felt obligated.
I begged to be on that show. I did ask.
Hey, you came down and did it for free. Sometimes sometimes I have a unpaid spot I got to fill. So that's, there's only a few people I'll ask to do that.
Next time I do a set there, you're gonna have one other spot for the driver that brings me down there.
That's probably fine, depending on who it is.
How do you feel about Joe Rogan? Basically, what he did to Carlos Mencia, that was like what 50 Cent did to Ja Rule.
Warranted.
I loved it, dude. But I also love that he eventually won. Like that fucked Joe Rogan. At the time, it looked like he made a horrible, horrible move. So that put him in a hole. He literally got dumped by his agency for that.
Yeah.
I believe Louis C.K. had the same agency, and when they dumped Rogan, he left because he's like, why would you, I get it. I don't blame him. And they kicked him out of the store, and now years later, like Rogan, Mencia, where is he? And they let him come back to the store, and he's doing great. It's just he ended up winning, but it took a minute. He did pay the price for it, but he ended up winning in the long run. But
at one point his show was like neck and neck with Chappelle's show. Mencia, that is. I'm saying,
at the time, Mencia was huge. He was one of the biggest comics in the world. He was at one point, and that was when he was doing that. When he was at his he was selling out giant theaters, and he had that giant show, Amanda Mencia. Yeah, he was at his height. So it was.
But you do have to call that out. I've been called out because I've used like a bit somebody does just because you're like 2 years in. That motherfucker was like established and was stealing jokes.
Yes, but you remember like last stream I was asking your thoughts on Amy Schumer, and you're like,
jokes, A
joke thief is a joke thief. I mean, no matter how far you get in the entertainment ladder, Robin Williams ended up paying guys for fucking,
That's what I heard.
Yeah,
give people $30 out of his wallet.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, at least he did it. In my opinion, the most honorable joke thief, if there could be a title, is Robin Williams, because I've heard he paid people to do that shit. I, on the other hand, have firsthand knowledge that Carlos Mencia did not learn his lesson. I watched him talk about it when he headlined a comedy club. And he just rubbed me the fucking wrong way the entire time he was fucking doing that. Like, no.
I mean, look what happened to him, man. I mean, he's still making a living doing comedy, but he used to have fuck you money. He doesn't anymore, I don't think.
No.
Unless he saved it. I mean, he's probably fine, but he plays the Funny Stop, which, listen, Funny Stop's a great club. I love the Funny Stop to death. They have a lot of real killers that play that place.
We need to bring Pulse to the Funny Stop. I think that would be... Let's fly him up just for. We'll film it. Pulse at the Funny Stop, and you can meet Pete. You can meet. You've heard us.
Pete on the show. He probably won't do it. I'd love to have him though.
No, he would do it.
Have either of you ever, like in person, ran across Bobby Lee?
No,
not Bobby Lee. No.
Oh, okay.
I've only been out to LA once, and I was at the store, and I didn't perform. My friend did, and I saw Dalia. I saw Regan was there. Regan doesn't even live in LA. He was just at the show. He wasn't performing. I'm like, is fucking Regan is sitting in the corner by himself? I'm like, fucking Brian Regan. And I told my buddy that. He's like, yeah, I know Brian. He's like, he already left at that point. He's like, I want to introduce you. I'm like,
there's an interview up. Sean Lynch, go check that interview out on our page. It's there. So,
but who else? Jeff Ross was there. Like, nice. Rogan wasn't there because he had there's fights. Yeah. So, but No, not why Bobby Lee. I don't. Bobby Lee's
I
one of those
just wondered,
guys that
like,
like he has. I was
I
gonna
was
say
just
Bobby,
wondering what was your thoughts on him, and
he's
like,
a really good comic, man. It's like no one's seen his shit because he doesn't put anything out. He's never put out a special. Like everyone says, he's a real strong comic. I don't know why he hasn't put
He's
anything out.
terrible on podcasts though, like super boring.
I
Unless
agree 100%. I don't think he's.
his comedy may be funny, but he's not for podcasting.
Well, that's the opposite of like Theo Vaughn. I mean, Theo
I
Vaughn's
remember him on.
not
I
terrible.
remember him on Mad TV. I thought he was funny in sketches, but I don't think his. I don't even think his stand up is that funny. And then also, like they got Hannibal Buress.
Oh my gosh, Hannibal Buress is the man. You don't like Hannibal?
Okay, not so
Really?
much. I mean, it's not. I have nothing against
Wow.
the guy. He's not
Hannibal,
funny.
wow,
to me.
Hannibal's like one of my favorites, man. Hannibal's an absolute killer.
He killed Bill Cosby. That's for sure.
Well, Bill Cosby actually killed himself. That was, it was really weird how that picked back up though from his bit. It was a weird thing. But no, I love Hannibal, man. He's hilarious.
Okay, well maybe I have to give him a second look, but I
guess,
don't know.
man. I don't. What don't you like about it?
He's just sort of dry. It's like it's not
Oh, really? I don't think so, man. He's
to
great.
me. And also Joe Rogan, man. When you listen to JRE, he's a really good interviewer, I think. But I've never seen a bit of his that is like just had me rolling on the floor.
He's a strong comic. He's not my favorite comic. I'm not gonna say like Rife. I'm not gonna say he's not funny because I'd be lying. But he's not my favorite. But he's decent.
I mean, it's just certain guys that I feel like every time you watch them, they kill it. Like Bill Burr, every time you watch that guy, it's like he's never.
Bill Burr is one of the best. I mean,
I think him and Chappelle are of this generation are like currently. I think
those are my three. Three are Burr, Chappelle, and Chris Rock. I've only been a Chris Rock fan for a long time. Chris Rock is the reason why I want to do comedy. I know it sounds like a weird person for me to pick, but every time I see his HBO specials when I was a kid, and I'm like, whatever that is, he's doing. I'm not gonna do exactly what he's doing, but like what that is awesome.
Pulse mentioned my inspiration when he was talking about comedians hating themselves. Hold on, let me do this.
Hannibal Buress?
No, although really good comment.
Oh, Patrice O'Neal.
Patrice O'Neal is the reason I do stand up to this day. I got to watch him own an entire amphitheater in Cleveland.
Yeah, I'm disappointed. I'm jealous that I got to see him. Roy Woods Jr. Yeah, Roy Woods Jr. is funny too. He's really funny.
Yeah, Roy's a great guy. Like
I love that bit he has about Tarantino movies and DiCaprio.
I remember the one Roy Wood Jr. thing isn't even a Roy Wood Jr. bit that I remember, but he did New Year's at the Cleveland Improv, like the first time I worked there. And nothing has to do with his set or the countdown to New Year's, but this woman who had a broken glass, like it just had a crack in it. She was like, I'm now going to have to get a tetanus shot because this glass is broken.
Oh yeah, dude. That's an alley-oop right there. Alley-oop.
It was hilarious to hear her. Like when I heard her say it, I'm like, what in the fuck did you just, these are plastic, bitch. Like, what are you talking about? It was one of the greatest things I've ever seen in my life. Like just watching this like middle-aged lady just be like, yeah, now I'm going to sue. Like, no, you're not, because it was fucking plastic, bitch. Like, fuck off. Funny.
Pulse, how's things in the metaverse, dude? Is that an Oculus? It looks like you're wearing an Oculus.
Metaverse.
Yeah, you look like you should be like you have a residency at the Wynn when who's the guy that does that place? The Japanese guy. Steve Aoki. Like you're Steve Aoki's like stand-in when he's like out on tour at the Wynn. Like you
Have y'all guys at all been keeping up with Tough?
Not really.
No.
I know Connor's down right now in like his team and all that kind of stuff. He's out of the testing pool, by the way.
I heard.
I want to have a conversation about this.
because
that Chandler fight's not going to happen, right? I mean,
no, I think
already
it will happen.
Not this year, no.
Not this year, but it's gonna happen, and Dana's gonna pull a Lesnar at 200.
Oh, you know what? I thought the exact same thing. They don't give a fuck if he either he tests positive, no one gives a shit, everyone's gonna forget that he even did, or they misplace his sample.
Exactly. Like that whole Connor going into the testing pool thing, like my buddy John, who went to Columbus with us, he was like, Connor's not in the testing pool, Connor sucks, and kind of like we had this huge debate about between Connor and Habib that we always have. I go more towards the Muslim religion and fuck Habib for that. And Connor is a great success story. He went from nothing, became a goddamn G.
Like we're saying, like, okay, no, it's like you saying Khabib's terrible, and then just going to the Muslim stuff when that argument comes up. It's like saying the sky is blue, and you're like, no, but sky has lightning, and lightning kills people. Like that's like that's exactly.
That's how I do it. But no, yeah, the what do you call it? Oh, yeah, I said to him, like, because he was like, Connor's not gonna make the testing pool. I'm like, you don't think Dana would pull a UFC 200 on that? Like, you don't think he would just get an exemption from like for Connor with the athletic commission? You don't think he could do that? There's some carny fuckery going on. It'll always happen.
Paul, so
always.
You steal those glasses from Dusty Baker's trash can?
I got them off Wish, but I was gonna ask, can I remove myself off camera for a second? I just need to go grab something to drink.
Yeah, go. Hey, let me do that real quick for you. Wait, hold on.
Let me say, we'll teach you how to do this. However, there's not a whole lot to it, and
yeah, you need a mouse, by the way, for this shit. Yeah, hold on. Give me 2 seconds.
And maybe a light. I have an extra light I could just send you. How much would it cost me to send it?
It depends.
So what now?
Send you a light.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because the same.
Although I like the motif.
Thomas was like in the shadows and we couldn't see him, and it was weird. So I got him a light, but I have a couple of them. I don't even use them right now. I know I only need one. I have an extra one.
Hold on.
But I don't know how much it would cost.
There we are. All right, Pulse, taking you off.
That he's gone. That was it. I never heard from him again.
I think we'll have a post-show meeting today. I think there's going to be a post-show meeting.
I don't know if I have it in me.
No,
that's fine. I'm drinking. I have a lot of drink left, so I'm fine. Dude, I have to. When I have a show day, I like to sleep the whole day and then do the show.
I understand. But I had an emergency where my laptop was very slow.
No. I'm talking about comedy show tomorrow. This has nothing to do with you. I apologize.
Oh, okay.
I know you're like Trump. If I don't put your name in the briefings, you don't pay attention. It doesn't say Ray anyway.
I don't understand. You guys can do whatever you want. I'll just be over here.
The answer was China.
I'm going to talk to my pen pal Kim Jong-un. He likes me. I call him Little Rocket Man.
Anyway, but my point is I have to babysit all day tomorrow. And for whatever reason, I have to go out there. They won't bring the kids to the house. I have to go out to their house, which is boring because, listen, they don't have any good streaming. Internet doesn't work good. And they have basic DirecTV, so they don't have any movie channels. This is basic cable and nothing good to watch.
Do they have ESPN?
No.
Oh, okay. So they have the package we do. Yeah. We don't have ESPN here.
The only thing he did get Bally Sports added on. That's the only thing he got added on.
Very nice.
We look forward to this episode. I mean,
oh boy,
they're not going to fight each other. Like,
hi. Okay.
What happened there? You're not supposed to put them on yet. Wait till the glasses are on. You can put them back on.
Yes, that's gonna be his bit. He can't be on unless he has the sunglasses. Nothing.
My fault.
Oh, but I probably will play a large amount of Mario Kart tomorrow with them. That's what I want to do. I'm like, but Mario Kart, play Mario Kart all day.
They have a Switch?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yes, Mario Kart all day. I'm thinking about. I can't afford 2 copies of it because it's $50. But I saw apparently Super Mega Baseball 4 looks really fun. Have you seen Super Mega Baseball at all?
Sort of. Yeah, I think it's on. What do you call it? Game Pass.
Yeah, the first. I have the second one. And that's pretty fun. But now the 4th one came out, and it looks really sweet. But you have to buy. It's like $50 now. Like the second one was like 20. But because they put a lot into it, right? And then they have all kinds of legends, and there's like 250 legend players in the game. It used to be all fictional players, but now there's a lot of legends and stuff. And it's like MVP Baseball 2004 and MLB Slugfest had a baby. Like that's basically what it is.
I love that you just brought up one of my favorite games of all time.
They say that's one of the best baseball games of all time. MVP Baseball 2004. Manny Ramirez in the cover. I may have a copy of it actually. But that and Slugfest combined, it's like Super Mega Baseball. And I wanted her to play the show with me, but I don't think she'd like the show. But Super Mega Baseball she'd like.
Probably.
But like I said, I don't know if I can afford 2 copies of the thing.
Yeah.
Not right now.
Oh, I got a question for Ray.
Oh, yes.
So me and my boy Derek, he's in the chat right now, I think.
Shout out to Derek Gardner.
Yeah, we were gonna on his channel, we wanted to do a stream about wrestling. Would you, if you got some free time, would you care to join us?
Am I Amish? Of course I would.
Okay.
Yeah.
Raise appearance fee. It's
there's no appearance fee. I'll just get drunk.
It's a Sheets gift card.
A Sheets gift. I actually, to be honest with you, would like that, but no, I
or
will
DoorDash
absolutely.
gift card. DoorDash gift card is like gold.
Yeah.
If someone gave me,
I would love to do it.
That would be the best day
Send
ever.
Send me a link. I'll make it happen. I'll give you my personal email, and yeah, we'll make that happen. You guys can hear my lovely takes on professional wrestling today, and
we
were talking about the Dark Side of the Ring episode, the one with Bruiser Brody. You said you saw that.
What a sad ass story. One of the saddest stories. It probably goes, to be honest with you, Owen Hart, Bruiser Brody, and I'd say Ray Gunkel is the third most tragic story in the history of professional wrestling. A guy who was like a booker and a promoter in the state of Georgia when that was just a territory before, and was just about to get on TBS, and he has a heart attack after a match and dies. That's a tragic story. But to me, Bruiser Brody is probably the second besides Owen Hart. Owen Hart to me is the biggest tragedy in the history of professional wrestling.
Did they write checks for Owen Hart, like his family and shit? Did they take care of him, or they didn't?
No.
Did they sue?
The wife did. Yeah. If you go back, I don't. If you go, there's actually a Dark Side of the Ring. You have Hulu, right, Tim?
Yes.
So Dark Side of the Ring is on Hulu, and just Google Owen Hart or search Owen Hart in Dark Side Hulu. It'll take you right to that episode. That's your assignment for next week's show. You have until next week to watch it.
All right.
I want you to watch that documentary. It'll make you cry.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm in the mood. Yeah. No, I believe you.
And Pulse, were you watching that pay-per-view when it happened?
Really? What's what are they doing tough? What are they doing over there?
Yeah, they're reacting to tough right now. Over there on the whole.
Well, we have people. Like we have views.
Listen, once again,
I know Tim got some shit from the fucking Discord of.
I did get some shit for it, but I wasn't talking about them.
Two Joints got all in your shit for some fucking reason. But Gorgeous George episode, I'm not. That's a sad story, but like Owen
Did you
Hart,
see?
dude.
Did you see the plane ride from hell one?
Yes, yes.
Man, it's amazing that plane stayed in the air. Like just because of Ric Flair alone, man. Like
Oh yeah, Ric Flair coming out in his fucking robe, flashing bitches,
doing the
like he
helicopter.
would do every other city. He would.
What he was doing with Lemon Party, you spin me right around, baby, right around.
He was about that age too.
Um,
and he has his own weed now. Like I want to try Ric Flair weed.
Does he? We need to have Dr. Jerry Graham Jr. back on.
We do. We do.
Yeah.
That episode's up on, I believe.
Yeah, that was a long time ago, and no one watched it. Like, we need to have him back. Listen, I like hearing those stories, the old stories. He has some good ones, man. What did he Scott Steiner and what else did he have?
Yeah, we showed a barbed wire tag team match with him and Scott Steiner, who nobody knows this, and I'm sad. His nephew is like one of the biggest stars in NXT, Braun Breaker. Like his nephew is a goddamn G right now. But
he inducted when Jerry got put in some wrestling was it Kansas or Missouri maybe Wrestling Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
Scott Steiner did his induction.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
He deserved it, dude. Like the guy was a promoter in Toledo after the Sheik, which wasn't really a good thing.
What did he say he did? What was he had a day job that whole time? You know, he
was working at a gas station.
No, I thought he was like. Shoot, he said what he was in. He had a decent job.
He worked at a gas station, and Jerry Graham came in and.
No, I'm talking about throughout his career. He was like.
Oh yeah, I forget what he
was it shipping or something like that. It was some sort of blue collar job, but like he had that job the whole time, and he talked about how he got fired from WWF.
Yeah.
No, you know who really turned it around though, and I was talking to D about this, Derek. Cody Rhodes, man. Like you remember where he was like as a sidekick for Orton. Now look at him. He's like the biggest star in the business.
You know that Guevara ladder match that happened in Cleveland for Beach Break?
No.
This was right before he went to the WWE, like months before he went to the WWE when he had that TNT title run at the end. I was there for the Sammy Guevara ladder match at Beach Break, where the main event was Orange Cassidy versus Adam Cole in a lights out match, which was dope. Cody was in that. I was at the first ever Cleveland AEW show that they ever did, and it's gotten better, and I hope Punk just demolishes Dynamite in the ratings. Like I really want it to happen, but that's just me.
Are you familiar with a woman by the name of Jade Cargill?
Yeah. What am I, Muslim? Of course I know who that is, sir.
What do you think about her?
I like what Kevin Nash said about her, which was if she did more house shows and like house show squash matches and was in front of people, she'd be way better than what she is.
I mean, in terms of her physique, though, like I feel like she could take a few weeks off, like stop working out. You know what I'm saying?
Well, she's the only muscle mommy in the world that'll like not even Rhea Ripley would make me say mommy, but Jade Cargill, I would call mommy any day because she's that fucking hot. Tim, do you know who Jade Cargill is? Hold on.
How you spell
Hold
it?
on.
Yes.
I'm gonna do this. Hold on. Hold on. Name? Yes. No, I'm bringing up a photo right now. We're bringing up photos of Jade Cargill, former TBS Women's Champion.
That's my type, whatever that is.
Bro, she's got like an 8-pack, man.
Tim's a
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I'm into that a little bit. Not much. Like that's the max though. Like any bigger than that gets a little weird, but like that's the max, which is pretty big. But that's like the max.
Yeah, this is Jade Cargill. Yeah. This one's sort of a better one to shoot. Well, no, this one. Yeah, this one right here, the U.S. Sun. Damn, dude.
Oh Lord, yeah.
It's fucking hot. Hot. I'm all about that. That little queen can do what she wants. Oh, that little queen can do what she wants, especially to me. I don't care. I'm usually dominant in bed. Fuck it.
My favorite wrestler, actually, I was just looked him up again yesterday. See how he's been doing. Is Dan Richards, aka the Progressive Liberal. I fucking love this.
Do you
guy.
know about that?
No, what is that?
He is
Progressive Liberal.
Yeah, he's
a
a wrestler. He goes by the
character?
name, Dan Richards, and he does like local shows in Appalachia area, Tennessee, West Virginia, and his whole character is that he's liberal, and people hate him. Like it's actually like it's genius, really. Yeah, that I don't know how else you can get that kind of heel nowadays. Really, right? Like.
He sounds like who is that guy? I was just talking to Neil about him.
Back in the day, you could do it with foreigners, right? You can't really do that anymore with foreigners, right? It's not that kind of heel anymore. With
who is the guy? I'm sure.
What?
I'm sure. Let Paul's talk here.
No, I'm sure you probably know, Ray. Who was the guy? He won Money in the Bank a few years back, and he came out with a leather briefcase. And his whole shtick was like oh fuck! I can't. What? I'm sure Derek knows if he's still here. Who is the guy? He was like real sophisticated, and that was his shtick. Like,
Oh, are you talking about? Oh no, Damian
Sandow. That's
yeah. He was in the NWA for a while. And I think he's still. I think he's still there. And he was with the Question Mark, who was from Monrovia, and yeah, he definitely like was big. He got really good in the NWA. But yeah, I love Damian Sandow when he was Mrs. Stunt Double, and he would do all the bumps and shit on the outside of the.
Well, whenever Tim just mentioned the Progressive Liberal, that's the first thing I thought of.
Just cocky and arrogant. Yeah, like Tim. We get that. We understand. He thinks he knows everything.
Well,
I
know most things.
Do you, Tim? Do you? You thought monkeypox was not a gay thing?
Haven't been paying attention because you guys put me on Jake Cardle, and I'm just like scrolling down images because you did it.
Oh no, he's gonna be jerking off to Jade. Well, trying to jerk off to Jade Cargill Pulse. Now we've opened a floodgate, son.
Yeah, she's bad, ain't she?
He's gonna be jerking off to episodes of fucking Dynamite now. That's not good.
Oh no, I'm not gonna go that far, bro. Nah, come on.
Go buy the pay-per-views like their OnlyFans accounts. Like, I'll pay $50.
I saw man, I wish when I clicked on it, I want to see more. There was just like, I guess she's an OnlyFans girl. There was just a short of her like carrying a wagon of like rap presents and telling guys that they could either have a year subscription for free or a mystery gift. And like the mystery gift were like Xboxes. They're like great gifts. And then she'd tell the guy how she earned the Xbox. And then be like, see, you messed up. You messed up. You should have got the subscription.
I would have absolutely taken the Xbox and gone, no, get your money, girl, but I'm not going to pay for that. Thank you.
Yeah, I don't me neither.
Because that's Pulse. Do you currently, this is going to be a somewhat personal question. Do you currently have one or more
Baby mama. Side
Was that-
chicks.
Was that the question?
No.
Another
OnlyFans
question.
accounts. Do you subscribe to one or more OnlyFans accounts?
Oh no, absolutely
Oh, okay, good.
No, either.
All right, that's a prerequisite on this show. You don't pay for pussy on this show
not.
unless you're Danko.
OnlyFans is for lonely mans.
Atta
Yeah.
boy. I love it.
Yeah. I wouldn't even understand that. No. Not that kind of sad guy, you know.
I just, you know what? It's like, and I've heard like some chicks on there are making like $250,000 monthly.
Yeah.
And it's like, what world do we live in where a bitch who pulls her butt apart makes more than a heart surgeon? Like, I think that's fucked personally, you know? And
Agreed.
it's like, I just
No, that's a very good statement, honestly. Like, it does show how where our society really is going, and that's not a good thing.
I mean, I have nothing wrong with capitalism. I like get the money if you can, but it's like, I just the fact that is a true statement. Like, I can't believe, and I blame the guys. I blame the guys that subscribe to them more than them. You know, they're not doing nothing but pulling their butts apart. You know.
Well, I mean, here's the thing, though. Too, you can look at it as like that's really the only legitimate form of female empowerment is like I have respect for pro dominatrixes because they can beat guys up and like not really have sex with them.
Right.
Like, I respect that. I respect OnlyFans too because they're just sad, lonely guys who are making a lot of money.
Well, not all of them.
Not all of them, but it's
I mean, that's the thing. If they were like, don't get me wrong, I kind of blame the girls too, but it's like I would have respect for them if they were actually real whores, you know. That way, you know, the guys, y'all are a bunch of simps, but at least you're getting something from this. You're not
true
because like pornography, if that's your thing, it's free all over the internet. So I don't understand.
Yeah, well, that's why personally I think they're my heroes because the fact that there is so much free stuff, but those make guys do so much money to just weird.
They're like
shit
the Dane Cooks of porn. Like they found their audience, and they're willing to pay. Why not? Like, if a guy made money fucking showing his butthole, I'd be like, "You get yours, King."
Well,
like
no, there's some out there.
Oh, there are.
There really?
What?
No, I'm saying, is there really dudes out there making like? Can I show my dog?
Oh yeah, there's probably guys showing their butthole for money on fucking Insta or OF that's making money.
Am I leaving money on the table right now?
I don't know how much,
Possibly.
man. They say like for every, like person who makes a lot of money, there's someone who makes like $80 a month. So
I do like. There is a status symbol on like Twitter. If you look at like OnlyFans chicks, they'll put in their Instagram or their Twitter top 0.001% of they clout the shit out of it, which is go ahead. If you're getting fucking a big ass amount of money for showing your fucking cooch, I'm all for it, bro. Like, it's a good time.
I wonder how much Jessica I makes on hers. Just curious.
What does she show? Like, honestly, is she just on there like naked, or is she like just?
Yeah,
I don't know. We didn't ask questions.
You've not done the research yourself?
What?
I was asking you, have you not done the research yourself?
No, we had her on and we didn't ask about it. We meant to.
We wanted to be respectful for the first interview ever with her, you know?
It's just whenever I hear somebody has an OnlyFans, I can't imagine like she would be on there like showing striking techniques and stuff. Like people pay for that.
That'd be great. Question mark kicks, but naked. That'd be awesome.
Right.
It's like, you get to see the lips right there. All right.
It's a double axe kick.
It's called the double meat kick because you see the meat curtains twice. That'd be funny.
I'll get a sneeze. Hold on.
So are we doing a Thursday show or not?
I say we play it by ear.
Okay.
Maybe not.
I do want to stream this 34-year-old fucking set that I'm doing, because I'm doing a set on Thursday, and I want you to just like critique it on air.
34-year-old set. What are you doing? Some old Richard Jenny? What are you?
I am, yeah. But do you, Derek
There's some good fights this weekend, though, dude. There's a couple hottie fights, dude. Hebus and Barber.
Ooh.
And then Booty Shark and Jillian Robertson.
UFC Saturday.
Hottie fights.
Are you calling Jillian Robertson a baddie?
Well, compared to like
Jillian Robertson, fuck yeah.
I mean, compared to like yeah. I mean, is she in the top 10 or so of the UFC fight? No, but compared to non-fighter ladies, yes.
Dude, she's a new Philly 9. Like,
dude, I saw a new Philly 9 today.
Did you?
She had like a lot of janky tattoos though, but her body was great. It was one of those weird.
Like, Pulse, neighborhood wise, like you see a chick that's kind of trashy, but you're like, damn, she pulls it off well, like super trashy. Like, what neighborhood comes to mind for you?
In Houston?
Yeah.
There's an area,
Conroe,
on the southwest side, called right around Bissonnet in the Beltway, called Forum Park.
So like,
and it's
Jillian
notorious.
Roberts to me is like a Forum Park, like 7 or like 7 or 8 maybe, because Houston bitches like low end are still kind of high end.
No, I know what you mean. I get what you mean. I can see that.
Yeah, trashy hot. Like, that's our thing on this show. We love trashy hot women that are fighters. Well,
Okay.
Tim, maybe not.
Jessica Rose Clark, dude. That's
she's
the
like,
queen of them.
She should play Harley Quinn, like in some movie. She's already got the tattoos and they're real, so they don't. Then it's not like they have to paint them on there. She's
I was
got
gonna say,
the,
throw back Rollins.
Jillian Robertson's pretty good looking, but not like Tabitha Ricci. Did she?
But are you doing Hero of the Week?
It's just that DUI driver from Pittsburgh, the bus driver. I didn't hear like the whole story though. Hold on, let me find it. Oh,
Yeah, you did send it to me. I just didn't put it up in time. I was showering, Tim. I wanted to be fresh for this show.
Pirates Okay, here we go. Bus driver transporting Pittsburgh Pirates charged with DUI. A bus driver hired to transport the Pittsburgh Pirates from Chicago to Milwaukee was stopped during the journey and charged with a DUI. The trip began in Chicago on Thursday night after the Pirates 7-2 loss to the Cubs before an Illinois State police escort noticed erratic driving and put a stop to the ride. The driver, 61-year-old Ronald E. Funderburk, what a great name.
Wait, Ronald E. what?
Funderburk, Funderburke. Funderburk.
That's like Vanilla Ice. Do y'all know what his real name is?
Yes, I do. Robert Van Winkle.
Doesn't that sound more made up than his rap name?
Yes,
it does.
He didn't make the game today, but the driver, 61-year-old Robert E. Funderburk.
Sounds like a pro wrestling name.
Of Shelby, North Carolina, displayed multiple signs of impairment, according to police, and was arrested after a trooper initially requested an ambulance out of concern for a medical emergency. Funderburk was not affiliated with the team. He was just contracted by the club. Okay, so he didn't work for the Pirates, but
he was a contractor.
Right. They hired him to take him to Milwaukee, and then he got a DUI on the way to Milwaukee, which was hilarious. Like, what happened after that? Like, did they get another driver? Like, what did they do? That's great.
Well,
Anyway, so for that reason, that guy's my hero of the week. Richard E. Thunderberg is this week's hero of the week.
I love it.
When I went to Europe when I was 18 and with my choir in high school choir, we had a bus taking us all over the place. We were like Germany, Austria, Switzerland, and France. And at one point we stopped in some city in either Germany or Austria, and for a couple hours, and we're walking around. We see our bus driver just at a bar, just chugging giant dark beers.
Oh, Jesus.
And like some of the parents saw, they were freaking out, and they're like, "This is just normal here, man." That's like him drinking coffee. He's like, he just drank 3 mugs of like black beer. Like, it's fine. It's fine. He just got back on, kept driving the bus. I'm like, that guy is the man. That's who I want to be someday.
Well, guys, you got an old school show tonight. We win almost 3.5 hours.
That's what I prefer. Really.
Pulse.
I understand what we're trying to do with 2 shows, but I think one longer show's better usually. But I don't know.
Yeah, I can, but
I just want to say, and I'm going to go back and watch the stream, but I hope that I did a little bit more justice than what I did last week. That's all.
Oh, well, Pulse, here's the thing.
Pulse, you're garbage, but, you know, we're the only person. I'm kidding, man. You're great. You're great today.
Actually, Pulse, we're going to have you stay on after the stream.
We are.
Ooh, we're going to have some stuff for Thursday for next Tuesday. Who knows what's going to happen?
We're going to have you compare. You're going to rate Cox for us. We always wondered.
I'm going to show you just dick pics after this.
Yeah, just
it's gonna be uncomfortable. But
Thomas said the same thing. Thomas had to do it.
Thomas had to do it.
Is that my initiation? Is that?
That's how you get beaten into bro plot. Is you have to look at dicks. Like that's. Look at these lesions. Look at them.
Oh, jeez. Next week's Ray versus Pulse game is going to be guess the venereal disease.
I think I'd rather fly to the Midwest and let both of y'all beat on me for like 5 minutes instead.
Oh, God, no. I don't get what Tim's in. I'm not. But we'll have Pulse stay with us. And we are Bro Plata. We are the redheaded stepchildren of the internet, and we appreciate being here every single week, Tuesdays and Thursdays. And we love y'all. Thank you very much. And as always, we'll see you at the Kumite, fam.
Booty shark do 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 booty shark do 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 booty shark do 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 booty shark. Booty shark do 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 do. End the stream.